Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hopefully, everyone out there is doing well. I am Markel, your host. Welcome to Markel's TV, the podcast for veterans as well as Social Security information. So, the big, beautiful bill was signed. We're definitely going to talk about that tonight. If we get some people on, it is the 4th of July. Let me start with that. Happy 4th of July to everyone out there. As a veteran living in a foreign country, I'm not in the U.S. to celebrate the 4th of July, but to everyone who celebrates the holiday, continue to enjoy, see your fireworks, dinner, loved ones, hanging out, barbecuing, and all that good stuff with your family and friends. Continue to enjoy yourself. That's what it's all about. What's going on, Barry? How you doing tonight? Steele, what's going on, man? How you doing? OT, what's going on? All right, so I want to start with my very first story. I put this in the WhatsApp group today, but I want to make people aware of this. Okay. Now, this is from the VA's Office of Inspector General. And there, I could do whole videos on just showing all the different crimes that are committed monthly with the Department of Veterans Affairs from veterans and other entities, whether they're companies, individuals, or whatever. There's constant fraud going on. But I wanted you guys to see this one in particular, where a former Marine was sentenced for submitting a false Purple Heart application. Okay. Now, he also received more than $344,000 in veterans benefits, but the bulk of what they're charging him with is because he put in a false application claiming that he was injured by IEDs during the war around 2010, which all was completely fabricated. Okay. So I'm saying this because I know there are veterans out there who put in these frivolous claims knowing they have no shot at winning these claims. None. But when you start talking about Medal of Honor, Purple Hearts, Bronze Stars, you're trying to put in all these different things because you're trying to get more money, which a lot of these people who do this can still work. They're just choosing not to work and to try to get more out of the system. Let's be honest about it. There are a lot of people right now who are veterans who can truly work. They can go out and get a job. They don't want to get a job. They want to take benefits, and then they want to try to get even more because what they're getting is not enough. Just being honest about this. But I want you guys to see, putting in false claims for things like this will land you in jail. It will. It will confine you to your home. You will lose your benefits. You will pay back all this money somehow. And who did this? You did this to yourself. Over what? Over what? Because again, if you can work, why risk what you're getting when you can work? Just go back to work. There's no harm, no foul in going back to work if you can work, which there are a lot of people out there that can work. They're just choosing not to. But trying to cheat the system, as I always told you guys, you can get away with it for a little while. And he got away with it for a while until it caught up to him. That's normally how these things go. So I'm going to move on from that, okay? Because that's just being honest. There are a lot of people out there. There are a lot of you guys out there who are on TDIU. You can work. You out there working on your car. You out there cutting your grass. You out there online every day, talking, yapping. You traveling. You're doing all kinds of stuff. How come you can't get a job? If you can stand in a line at the airport, wait to get on the plane, travel to your location, book your hotel, do all that, you telling me you can't get a job? Sure you can. You're just choosing not to, which is fine. That's your choice. But when you try to go do things beyond that and try to get all these other benefits, that's when it catches up. What's going on, OT? How you doing? What's up, free thinker? How you doing tonight? All right, let's get to the next one. And this one is about the reconciliation bill that was just signed today. where it boosts pay for the military. So the military is going to get a boost in pay. They got a $1 trillion. Was it $1 trillion that they got? I think it was. They got $1 trillion for housing, and they're talking about the cuts to veterans as well as military families. Well, the cuts are very simple. SNAP. For those of you who are not aware, you may have forgotten, but privates who come into the military, some have kids, some are married, they don't really make that much. It's usually not enough to support a family. And a lot of them rely on SNAP benefits. Okay. There's about 1.2 million people between veterans, disabled veterans, and military families that receive SNAP benefits. Well, that's been cut. That's been cut. Remember in the last video, I told you that a lot of the protections that disabled veterans got, that they were exempt from any type of work. That has been a long-standing practice that most presidents have kept until now, where now it's up to the states to decide. So they put such a strain on the states when it comes to the budget for SNAP, because they've slashed that budget, that now the states have to make decisions about who gets it and how they get it. So just because you're disabled, you may be TDIU, you may be 100%. If the state, whoever is making the decision for the state, feels like you can work, they're going to make you work like everybody else, 80 hours a month, where before that was never a requirement. Now, when it comes to military family, I'm not sure how any of this is going to work at all. When it comes to military families or veterans, I'm just giving you the scenario of what could happen, because those protections are no longer there. They're now gone, disappeared. All right. I want to talk about a couple of things before people come on and correct something that I talked about. When were we on? Tuesday? So the no tax on tips and overtime. I want to make a correction with that. I was reading from the BBC article that didn't go far enough when they were talking about no tax on tips and no tax on overtime. Okay. The way that actually is set up is like this. Low income people still get no overtime tax. They're not going to get taxed. So if you're making at 35 and up to, I believe it's 150,000, and you work overtime, you're not going to be taxed federally on your overtime. You're still going to be taxed by the state, local, Social Security, Medicare. They still going to tax you for that. Okay. Also, these taxes are only good for 3 years. These breaks until 2028. These are not permanent. Most of the stuff that's in here is not permanent. If you read the bill, all of it centers around the new election. Whenever he's supposed to get out of office, that's when everything centers around 2028. They want to give you all this candy and say, hey, look what I did. And then when it's time for it to expire, well, wait a minute, keep me here and I can keep all this stuff going. Or at least that's the way it appears to me. That's just
you beat me to the point, because I was going to bring that up. They didn't see the trickery that's in there.
But it's all for 3 years. Most of this stuff, 3 years. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of it don't take effect until after the midterm election.
Correct. All of this is strategically laid out at certain points to hit just before something big comes up on every single one of these. But you got to be able to read the bill to understand how it's all set up. But I wanted to correct myself on that. So there is no federal taxes on tips and overtime. Okay. All right. One of the other ones.
If you're in a state that doesn't have state taxes, then you're good. But like if you're in like Texas, Florida, stuff like that, then you're good. But like the other states, you're still getting the state tax.
You still get state tax, local tax. You still get hit.
Yeah, and like say, and it's gonna hurt a majority of these, especially with the Medicaid piece.
Yep.
The rural areas. So
states
like this, like Mississippi, that's what.
Oh my God! Still Southern states are about to get slaughtered.
And that's the crux of his base. They cut their nose off to spite their face.
Bro, they about to get slaughtered. They don't realize it yet, but they about to get slaughtered.
Yeah,
all those rural hospitals, those rural clinics, they ain't gonna have the money.
Yeah, look, and that's what when people say they're closing, not closing because they want to, because they're gonna lose the funding from the Medicaid that they were getting. That money is cut. But it goes back to what I was saying last year. They got to find a way to pay for that tax plan from his first term. He put his policies put them in the position that they're in now, and he has to be the one to try to fix it, try to save face. But a lot of those MAGA zealots they ignore that. I mean, because not some of them are zealous, not every MAGA.
No, some of them don't still. Let's give them credit. Some of them are starting to see. Hold on, wait a minute now. You said this, and that, and all that ain't happening.
Yeah, I'm referring to the zealots, the ones that don't want to listen to nothing logical. They always think that everybody's just hating on this man for a reason, but it goes back to he is who he is. I give him that. He didn't lie about who he was.
No.
He showed you who he was. And there's a lot of people chose to think that he was going to do something different. No. Why you think his businesses were the way they were? And people want to bestow this. He was successful. No, he was successful in gaming the system and finding loopholes and everything, which is what he just did. He found some loopholes around and twisted these folks' arms and got them to go to what's going to benefit him and his people that's in his echelon and his range.
All right, I got a question for you. Now, because Barry brought this up, which is true. Did you hear him speak about deporting naturalized citizens and some U.S. citizens who are repeat offenders over and over and over and over again?
Yeah, he had made where was he at? Where he was just going off the cuff, because he was just off script. He said something.
No, there's an actual memo that they put out.
Was it when he first said it though, he went off cuff and then he doubled down on it.
Yes. They're talking about
with the way the way the Supreme Court's been ruling, is I hate to say it's probably damn near gonna be legal. With the way the Supreme Court's been ruling.
Bruh.
There's another thing like what they did with this. What they did, they kicked the can down the road on a birthright citizenship. They didn't even rule on the constitutionality of it because they knew if they would have ruled on that, then it would have contradicted the ruling that they gave him, saying that the district judges can't impose those sanctions. But it's a loophole in that. And now just individuals can't do it, but if they become a class action, then they can impose a nationwide injunction. And that's
but you know what it does though, still? It gives him time to throw out who he wants. Because they got to file a lawsuit to come back. So he can
it gives them cover. Top cover, as they say. Give you top cover while you move. You draw fire over here while you move this way.
He ain't stupid. Whoever's coming up with
they're not never was a stupid man. They say he's been very successful at finding loopholes and gaming the system. That he has been very successful at. But as far as straight up ethical business, he never was good at that ever. Because one of what he does with his real estate, hire these subcontractors, then sticks them, and then forces them to try to take him to court. Where all the time, if they go, when he he loses. And for those that try to stick it out and take it all the way to the court and have the money to fight him, or to at least get it to the court, he loses those battles.
Yeah, but there ain't many of them gonna have the money to do that though, bro.
Yeah, and that's what he banks on. The Haitians, them brothers wasn't going for that shit.
Yeah, but still, on the flip side,
it's a small victory for them.
But when they come in there with the military, bro, that's
what I said.
It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly.
Yeah, because I think he already sent some Marines to. Did he send them to New York or Florida?
I think he sent those to Florida.
Yeah,
but bro, that's gonna be ugly. They better enjoy that small victory right now, because
that's why I said it's just a small victory, but they gonna lose. They gonna lose that war.
Yeah, you're not gonna win that, bro. That guy got overwhelmed.
Yeah. They gonna lose that war.
Yeah, he got overwhelmed. I saw him go into that crowd of Haitians, and they were all over him. I said, man,
but
that
it
looked
goes
good
back
on social media.
Yeah, no. Historically, they understand the Haitian people were the first people that freed themselves in the Western Hemisphere from slavery. Haiti was the very first slave uprising in the Western Hemisphere. The French couldn't beat them, and they tried. But now I don't know what them brothers doing over there now, because they're just so lawless.
Yeah, it's buck wild. Like
it makes it definitely run in the asylum over there.
Man, I watched the interview of Trump with the CBS reporter, and they were talking about due process. And he kept saying, well, this is America. We have due process. Trump said, no, there's a process. You came in illegally. We're going to put you, we're going to take you down to alligator Alcatraz, whatever they call it. And we're going to process
not to sensationalize it, but it's modern day concentration camps.
Pretty much.
I mean, not to that extreme, obviously, but the concept is still the same. Hey, your kind is not welcome here.
Bro, he gets to do what he wants right now.
Yeah. And like I said, you can throw out no man is above the law. You can. I mean, I'm all for burning the system down, but rebuild it with what? Tear the whole shit down. Because it ain't never been. I ain't gonna say it never benefited us, but it's very few far in between that we get benefits from this system. Because this day, what you're helping the farmers. Well, you're trying to help the farmers now that all these migrants is getting deported. Now you're trying to. You see what he said in Iowa and Des Moines about if the farmers want to vouch for some of these the workers, then they'll let them stay because they're getting hit. Them crops them crops is wasted in them fields because they ain't got nobody to pick them.
Bro, they better enjoy this short victory right here, because this ain't gonna last.
No.
This is straight temporary right here, dog.
Oh yeah, and I just want to recognize the tactics that they're going to use for them.
This is not going to be good.
This ain't going. They going to go in there sleight of hand. They going to go in there heavy-handed rather. They go. So I want people to pay attention to the tactics that they're going to use if it's more incidents like that happen. It's going to be heavy-handed.
And they're going to say it's justified because of the treatment that they got from before. Because they're going to have an excuse.
Yeah, but it's going to be, if you look at the history, it's going to be par for the course when they deal with melanated people. That's just par for the course. Say what you want. I mean, but we can go back and just look at the fact that we ain't got to guess about it or speculate. We can just go to the facts, to the history, to see every time. From George Floyd, I mean, as recent as George Floyd to way back to the civil rights protests.
How they know?
I mean, somebody made up like I said, they ain't going into these areas where you got the European immigrants that overstaying their welcome. They ain't going up into them Irish communities in Boston and New York and New Jersey, Philadelphia.
Nah.
And they ain't going into them Russian communities in South and Southern Florida. They ain't going in there. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
there's some that's not supposed to be that overstayed their welcome, and they're not going over there just stopping them. And that's the hypocrisy of it. You see a brown skinned person, you just automatically, hey, let me see your papers.
Unless you talking a certain way and they know, okay, this mother here, he American.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you see, How they do it? They just got what Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Come on, man. Come on, man. You mean to tell me it is not even him because his wife was friends was a childhood friend of El Chapo, one of El Chapo's kids, and that friend is dead. So you mean to tell me y'all just now said that this man was running drugs and guns for the Sinaloa cartel when he was born in the Sinaloa part of Mexico? His daddy is a Mexican. What they say is it just don't pass the smell test.
Bro, they can get away with a lot right now.
Yeah,
they can get away with a lot. Mr. B, I will say this. Now, not with every single situation, but you can tell the difference. You can distinguish the difference. Not just with skin color. Mannerisms. Like we were talking, remember we were talking last live about Dominicans and how they dress. You can tell, because when you're there, sometimes it's hard to distinguish when a Dominican is wearing shorts, they're actually Dominican. But when they dress like a typical Dominican, oh, yeah, he Dominican, he Venezuelan.
And two, and the most important thing, what kind of makes that a irrelevant question, they're going into Flatbush, Brooklyn,
where they are.
Going into the Haitian community. That's like going into Bed-Stuy and going into Bensonhurst. You know you're going into a big Jewish community. Or going to Greenwich Village, you know you're going where some alternative lifestyle folks live. They're not just randomly going to a neighborhood. They're going to where you know they congregate. Like going to Chinatown, you know you're going to look at some Asians as you go to Chinatown. They know they go to South Central, you're going down there past Valencia, you know you're going into a Mexican territory. And shit, 90% of LA is Mexican now. Well, I'm a little exaggerating, but I'd say at least 95%.
So it's a large number.
Yeah,
it's a large number.
They're the greatest population of Los Angeles is Mexican. It's more Mexicans than any other nationality there. Asians, blacks, whites, Samoans, whatever you name it, it's probably they have the majority.
What about in Florida? Isn't Florida the same way by now?
Florida,
well, especially Miami.
Yeah, I was just there, man. I've seen a lot more Hispanics in Tampa than I ever seen in my life when I was there. So I was just there back in May. It was way more than what I've previously seen the last time I was there. So, and it's probably been about 5-6 years since the last time I've been to Tampa.
Man, they getting ready to protest in LA. They look like it's about to be a mess.
Yeah, because I mean, in Tampa, me and my wife, we had to go in to Walmart to grab some things, man. The workers will all they didn't speak English. So we tried. I was like, shit. I said, how the hell y'all working? Hopefully you don't speak English.
Hey, man.
I was like, I would expect that in California, but this fucking Florida.
No, dog. When you get off that plane and you coming from one of these countries like here, and you go to the airport through immigration, good luck, because the first words they're gonna say to you is Spanish. English is gonna be second. They're gonna speak to you, hola, ¿cómo estás? And you like, wait, we're in America. And then they start speaking English because they expect you to have an accent to speak Spanish. But it was like that in Yuma. Do you remember how it was in Yuma?
Yeah. I mean,
those little towns.
The ATM machine came up in Spanish first.
Those little towns outside of Yuma, still in Arizona.
Yeah.
We got signs in Spanish.
Yeah, the signs are in Spanish. Yeah, the signs are in Spanish.
What's that?
Is it Somerville? Not Somerville.
Yeah, it's like something like that. God damn.
Somerton, I think.
Somerton. Yeah, it is. When you go through those fields and then you're going out, it's Somerton. All that shit is in Spanish.
Yeah, everything. They say you better either know how to read or know somebody that speaks Spanish with you.
O'Reilly,
if you in the United States.
O'Reilly's, all that shit is in Spanish. Everything is in Spanish. You like
they got you would think we lost the Spanish American War.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even realize that, man. When you live in a border town or close to the border, man, even in the US, you like, damn, what the hell? That's
Right.
how it goes.
That's what we was trying to tell Wally. Like, man, you just ain't been paying attention. But if you've been in those border towns, like you've been in living in them southern states on the border, it ain't nothing new. It's just more documented, more highlighted more.
So do you think letting them go to work the fields? So what do you think? I'm guessing you're saying, what do you think about them letting them go to work in the field? They got a choice. Who else going out there?
Yeah, and that's what he was saying. And did you see the speech what he did yesterday in the Iowa State Fair? That's what he told you though. If some of the farmers were going to vouch for some of these people, then let them stay. They're trying to work out a way because they getting hit. They bottom line is getting hit. These crops ain't going nowhere. The crops are still in them fields. They need to be harvested. It's basically like these meat packing plants, these Tyson chicken fat plants, these beef plants. What up? You know, they ain't got no. They shutting these plants down.
Yo, somebody got to go out there and work, bro. They're not paying enough for somebody to just like, okay, well, let me go out here and be a farmer. Shit.
Yeah, they're not paying them a living wage.
On $7.35 an hour?
Yeah. While he faded to black on us.
Nah, I'm fixing the Bluetooth, so y'all don't have to hear that bullshit in the background.
Oh, you had an echo?
No,
you got that thing going.
The HVAC and all that shit.
Yeah, you got that thing going.
Well, I know. Hey, y'all didn't get any flash flooding down there in San Antonio, did you, Wallace? Because I know they got Central Texas got some flooding going on.
They got flooding.
Yeah.
Dallas?
We had some. The last show we had some.
Yeah, like
we had some like probably on the other side of town for me, but they in the valley. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because it's so dry and hot in there, and they got a lot of rain, and the ground can't pick up all that water. So, that part of Texas, in Central Texas, it's hot, but it's certain areas are very dry.
Yeah,
not as dry as West Texas.
Right.
Texas, yeah, West Texas. You like to see cactus running. You gonna see cactus and tumbleweeds bloom.
What's up, Doc? What's up?
You say you didn't have that much? Shit.
Yeah, it look like it's kind of cloudy out there. That's the humidity.
No, it's getting dark. It's getting dark, but the humidity is out here because it's been raining on and off all day. You know, it's suppressing the heat, but at the same time.
Hey, being in Texas, I can tell by that sky. I know it's humid.
Oh, okay, this was 2 weeks ago. Y'all had some crazy ass flooding in San Antonio.
Yeah.
They had some recently, this couple of days ago.
Yeah, it's been raining the past couple of days, but here where I'm at, on my side, we getting a little outpour or whatnot. Go to the pool filled up. My kids and my daddy is cold. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's rainwater, son.
Why the water so high? That's rainwater.
Yeah.
I took my the other day, man. Yeah, but that's it. We getting a little over this way. Shit, I'm waiting for the fireworks so I can bring my head, sit out here in the balcony and see the fireworks.
Yeah,
but we cool out here.
Yeah, it's probably gonna get dark here till about 9 o'clock, 9:30.
Yeah, they start here like right around 9 because you know shit faint. Well, normally the sun going down because it be hot as shit out here, but this year is raining and precipitation and all that shit. Yeah, but SeaWorld right there.
Like Tommy trying to hook up to his OE 254, he's spinning.
No, he hooking up the motherfucking Wayne.
Y'all see this, man? 23 kids missing from summer camp from that flash flood.
Yeah. That's what I was talking. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
I caught that.
Damn.
I pray for their souls, man.
So fast,
wow, man.
It came down so fast because it's so dry in parts of Texas that you get those flash floods because the ground can't soak up that water.
Right, and it just depends on where you at. As far as you
Yeah,
know, Markel, you in a bowl. You know what I mean? You down in a valley, and whatnot. So
yeah. The valley, the water gonna go to the lowest point.
Yep.
and that's what's going. It has nothing to receive the water. So
There ain't no there ain't no too much vegetation to stop it. And the ground is like I said, can't absorb all that water that quick 'cause it's so dry.
but this is the thing, and it ain't funny, but I can. These young ladies are thinking they can go through the jungle. You know what I mean? Where it's at the deepest, and the car stops. You know,
Well, because they don't understand. I mean, they forget the
they
laws
just
of
trying to get to safety.
the laws of physics of how much it only takes like shit 2 feet of running water to move a damn vehicle.
Yeah, yeah. So the shit stall out, panic.
They can go get out.
Don't even
Yeah,
realize what do I do for safety. You know what I mean? Whether it be breaking the windows, wherever it might be, because you got a little time to do it, but
Yeah,
that's where.
go ahead, Wally. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. That's where the majority of the stuff is coming from. When y'all see the stuff like as far as flash floods. Now I'm only speaking for San Antonio. I can't speak for H-Town or all that other shit. But yeah, it's just it's common sense.
Okay, so Jay is referring to a story in Scottsdale. There's a guy and his wife who were renting an apartment because they were selling their house, right? Well, they rented from this company. The apartment wasn't even ready. It had mold in it, half the drywalls missing, rat droppings all over the place. They told they would have it fixed by the time they sell their house. Nothing was fixed. So they had no choice but to move in because they paid $2,200. The guy gets on social media and shows everybody and complains about the company and said, well, this company's doing this and this. The company had a clause in the lease, buried in the lease. If you say anything negative about the company, we charge you $4,000 for every social media post you put it on, which is illegal.
Yeah, take that
You
to
can't
court.
do that.
Get luck trying to get my money.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work out. That ain't gonna work. They gonna end up paying them people.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. They didn't even attempt to fix the place, bro. It still looked like shit. I'm sure to you. It looked like, man.
Yeah, how did they wouldn't see 1 red cent? I wouldn't have moved in. They wouldn't have seen 1 red cent of that 22 that I paid, or you dead straight seeing a red cent of that 4,000 that you find me.
Right. Anything I get, I'm getting a lawyer to come check it out, and I'm getting somebody that's going, a realtor or whatever's going to look everything over to say, all right, I trust it. If I don't get denied, then I'm cool. One thing that I look beyond is the interior and how I look on the inside. That's the facade. I need to know how the property is statured. You know what I mean? How it lands and blah, blah, blah. You know, the inside, cool, but that's what I'm looking at the end of the day if I'm going to purchase. What's the structure of the property?
Man, you can see it from when he's sitting in the damn chair doing the interview. The damn place ain't even ready.
Saludos, hermanos, saludos.
No, so I ain't got no.
You on the H2O tonight still?
No, I ain't figure out what I'm gonna drink yet. Wait to see if we get some more people on.
Bro, look at this.
Right on.
He in the apartment right now, right? Look at the drywall.
Damn.
He got no carpet.
You got exposed them electrical boxes and everything.
Yeah, no carpet. And this is in a great neighborhood in Scottsdale.
Is he just doing a walkthrough, like on the progress?
That's like a new build.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's at 20%.
Yeah, you got
this is a new build.
You got the exposed thing junction electrical boxes.
Bro, this is not a new build.
It's not
96th Street. This is on 96th Street, and I think it's Pima. This is Scottsdale.
So this is complete.
Pima County?
There was no.
Pima County is Tucson.
Oh.
No, it's the street.
Ain't that Tucson?
No, this is. Look at that.
Oh, damn. Over there. Damn. furnace?
I don't know, but that's black mold.
Yeah, that look like he had a dang wood burning furnace sitting right.
He
Oh,
got
hey,
scared.
give it an old, hey, I come in the old pot belly stove.
Bruh.
Damn.
Before Mr. Palmer, Deborah.
He gotta have some money, so he gotta get a project team behind him to go.
Yeah, this
I'm
is the
not
real
moving in
estate
there.
company right here. This is the real estate company that he blasted right here on social media. And look, 1807.
But that's changed compared to what that shit looking like.
Man, okay, take me to court. Good luck trying to get that payment.
Oh no, they gonna get no payment. He gonna end up getting a whole bunch of money out of this company. What's going to happen?
Especially when he did this, the video, the interview in the apartment. Oh, they about to get a code enforcement about to come on them.
It says mutual non-disparagement. 3 out of 5 stars. Look, they got the clause in the damn lease.
Yeah.
That's why you need a lawyer to look over that shit.
2,000 per occurrence. So everywhere you put negative comments, they're gonna charge you $2,000.
Yeah, that's not gonna be legally binding.
Hell no.
Even if they did sign it, because especially when they see that.
Yeah, that shit is illegal. They talked about it right there. That's illegal. You can't even do that.
Yeah.
But if you don't know,
that's say even if they signed it, it's not enforceable.
Yeah, they didn't know. They talked about it right there.
Motherfuckers don't know. They don't know.
But if you don't know, still, you get somebody that don't do no research and don't know, they end up paying.
Yeah, go ahead and pay them. But he did the right thing by bringing the news into their property, and this is what I'm living in. And it also helps that he's of a fairer youth. So he look like he got good credit.
Oh yeah, he's from England or somewhere. He's not from the States.
Oh, and he's English, so he speaks the King's English.
Yeah, he a foreigner for sure. He speaks the King English.
No, sir.
No, Wally didn't get it this time.
I'm up. I'm up. So
Miss Palmer.
Down it get little puddles down there, but not no flooding or nothing like that. It's down and on the other side of town.
She got some Haitian aides in attendance.
Aid in attendance in April. My home attendants are Haitians. They're a blessing to me. Well, ma'am, congratulations on getting your aid attendance.
Congrats. Congratulations, Ms. Palmer.
Yeah.
Definitely deserved.
Definitely. I think she said last time she was on, let me see. I think she's in New York, if I'm not mistaken. New York or New Jersey, one of them.
Yeah, it's East Coast. Gotta be East Coast. It got Haitians.
Yeah. No, they down in Miami too. Still, what the fuck you talking about?
That's still East Coast.
That's still considered
that's
East.
South. That's down the South.
That's but Wally.
All
That's
that from
East.
New York down is considered East Coast.
What? No, past the Mason-Dixon line is the goddamn South. And
Technically,
that's the
technically,
you're
you're
on the
correct.
coast, though. We talk about on the coast.
So where's Pensacola? Is Pensacola considered the East Coast?
No, because that's in. You talking about that's inside the state. We talking about the
Coastline.
The coastline, sir.
Okay, so you talking about from Miami-Dade and going up all through North Carolina?
They're on that side of the state. Yeah, the
Is
coast.
that where you at? Yeah. Okay.
Well,
I agree. I know. Okay.
You got Virginia, North Carolina, the coast, all that coastal states.
Right. So if
it touches the Atlantic,
line, towards the Atlantic, but I mean, in certain parts of the states that don't get touched. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But certain parts right there by the Atlantic is gonna get hit.
Yeah, if it touches the Atlantic, that's what we consider the East Coast. If it touches the Atlantic. If your shoreline, any part of your shoreline touches the Atlantic, that part of the state is that side. Go ahead.
We always going by the Mason-Dixie line. If you below Virginia, then you from the South. Meaning North Carolina, South Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, all the way down is considered South. The East Coast is considered to be starting from past
They
DC.
call all that flyover country. Anything below the Mason-Dixie.
No, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, well, yeah. As far as being South, yeah, considered Southern. Yeah, anything below the Mason-Dixon, but that the East Coast is not considered the South because it's on the coast. Even though because the Mason-Dixon don't really go that far east.
Right. Look, you know, you're older than me, so you know. But I'm just saying, based off of my demographics and coming into the military, they said once you cross the Mason-Dixon line,
stopped doing social studies in y'all era.
no, fuck no. What you mean my era? No, what else, man? It was off experience. 'Cause I had to go from Florida
Yeah, I'm just fucking with
to
you.
Philadelphia.
They stopped reading maps. They stopped doing all kinds of shit.
But shit, I don't know how I got from some kind of way. I got from Florida to Philadelphia on a paper map. If they stopped.
Oh, you had the Rand McNally?
I had to join before Yahoo, all that shit. I had to join. I had to go through fucking Alabama and that shit. I
That
had
old
no
Rand
goddamn
McNally, baby. Rand McNally.
And look, I was traveling through goddamn Alabama at nighttime, and I had stopped. Listen, at my age, now I was probably like 19 or 20. I had to stop at the gas station in Alabama. It was like 12:30, so it was about to stop. It was about to shut down. I'm at motherfucking at goddamn the light about to come on. So I go to fill out. I fill up. Me and my girl in the car. I was she cool when but I go in there and I fill up and I go get some water, some shit like that. I said, boy, you know
where you at?
What's fixing to happen? Or some shit like, well, you know where you at? You know what's fixing to happen? I'm like, and I seen that fucking flag. I said, oh man. I gave him motherfucking bread for the shit.
I'm just trying to get some gas so I can get on up out of here, player.
Look, she was like, babe, where my water at? I said, bitch, fuck that.
What you said, Tony, they had white only waters.
Yeah, I didn't even finish filling the fucking table. I said, man, a motherfucking pickup truck, the old pickup truck. Y'all remember Life?
Yeah.
All the motherfuckers pull up and shit, like the old John pulled up. I was like, I'm from Martin Luther King, so you know my naturalist was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it didn't go away.
So when I went inside to get the water, said, boy, you know where you at? No, but I'm just trying to get some motherfucking gas. You know what I mean?
So you went on the freeway. You taking side roads.
So I lived in Fort Walton Beach. I was stationed at Edgar. So from Fort Walton Beach, you got to get from there over to 85. So I had to go through Mobile or Montgomery, one of them, and those are the back roads. But I had jumped on the road because it's good to travel at the middle of the night. That's what I was going when I was a young boy. So I forgot to fill up. So I get 2-3 hours into the drive. I'm like, damn, my light come on, and I'm in rural fuck goddamn Alabama, and it's 3 a.m. So I'm dipping and dodging the deers and all that shit out there, and I see a light on, it's bright as shit. So okay, let me pull up for some gas.
Hey, Wally Stockton, brother, you about to be missing Alabama.
No, man. Luckily, I said, hey, look, I'm in the military. I'm just trying to get some gas. They let me get it, but he said to me, boy, you know where you at?
Yeah, they probably followed you out of town.
Boy, you know where you at?
What year was this, Wally? Early 2000s?
This was, 2001. Because I got stationed in Florida in 98. Because I left Florida in 2000 to go to Japan. So it was 98.
I think that's the new PT test. I don't think that's the entrance exam. Ain't no half the folks can't pass the old entry PT test.
But they changing our shit to they changing our shit to 2 miles and all this shit.
Yeah, that's the new AF.
This is the
combat
new.
AF. That, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the new
Army.
shit. Everybody gotta do it because it's a joint. It's joint. Well, it's supposed to be.
Hold on, still. What do you mean they couldn't pass the old? The old one wasn't that bad.
So it's about to get in. You know, folks couldn't run no damn 2 miles. They had you run like a mile. You know, when you go to get to MEPS, you know, you had to.
Yeah, I remember that. Your recruiter would come get you, and they would test you out. They would work you out to make sure you could pass the damn test to go to the MEPS.
Yeah, but you know when you first get there, they couldn't pass that damn test.
Lord Jesus.
Well, what it looks like they doing right now is they revamping the whole program across the services and making everything joint. I
know the Marine Corps still the same standards.
Well, no, but they're making it more strenuous for Air Force though, because
okay,
we fight in a joint environment. You know what I mean? So, you know, motherfuckers struggling to run a mile and a half to do something 50 and 50, you know, push-ups and sit-ups, which is subpar for other services or whatnot. You know what I mean? So the Air Force they came out with a new policy, whereas though they trying to match the joint services. So they going to a 2 mile run.
Fitness test in the Air Force.
The only thing I seen them do when I was at Fort Dix was
ride the bike. Yeah,
I saw them I saw them riding an exercise bike, and that was it.
Yeah,
but that was back in the early 90s, 2000s. We did ergonometry on a bike, but now we got a PT test. We do a mile. Well, they do now a mile and a half, and they got to do a certain amount of push-ups and a certain amount of sit-ups in a minute time frame. And in my opinion,
the PT test hasn't changed.
Well, no. So what they're doing now is trying to standardize across the services. Whereas though now you gotta meet Army and Marine shits, which means now instead of a mile and a half, you running 2 miles. You're doing more push-ups and sit-ups. It's a lot of back push on the Air Force because they the cheer force. You know what I mean? They not. You know what I mean? In my opinion, they not supposed to be fit, ready for combat.
What combat Air Force doing?
It's joint still. Like
I know, but
look, listen.
If the Air Force got to do combat, we lost.
No. Because remember, bro, we fighting with cyber.
Yeah,
so you gotta have
you fight in the back. I'm signal, baby. If I gotta fight, we lost.
This is where
I did all my infantry training in the Marine Corps.
Sure. Regardless of not, when they go out on these convoys and shit like that, they're gonna probably have some people implanted. I mean, I don't want to get too much OPSEC, but you know, you're being trained to be divvied across the services.
My time, like I said, because my time with the joint, the Air Force wasn't going out. They controlled the drones and stuff, but they weren't going out on convoys. They weren't manning convoys. They weren't manning guns on convoy ships. But this was years ago.
Certain AFSCs, And during that time, well, certain AFSCs, which is Air Force Specialty Codes, they went out because they had that new technology, infrared shit, and they implanted in a unit that's going out with the Marines or the Army. You know what I mean? And
that's what I'm saying. They for
intelligence.
No, that's what I'm saying. When I was joint, we had Air Force people augmented with us, but they were in the back at the hut controlling the drones and stuff. I would say they weren't actually going out on the convoy, getting in the truck.
That's the difference.
That's what I'm saying. When I went in, that's why I didn't know.
That's the difference now. Now they train them up in multi-facets of your mindset is, okay, this is your primary and you here, but you also have to concentrate on this and that because you're going to be in this type of environment.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense because everything is pretty much
because y'all need it out there, you know what I mean? And the Marines,
Yeah, I mean, and
y'all
like I
ground
said, that,
pounders, y'all in the heat of battle, and you know what I mean. They got that technology out there. It's not more than us, but we need to be out there as well, providing that shit for y'all. So you know, everybody come home.
I can understand that too, because like I said, everything is pretty much joint operations now. It really
Right.
ain't no besides
Yeah, we
the
all one
initial
service,
invasion.
man. We all one.
Yeah, because they don't combine bases and everything now.
Yeah,
Every
exactly.
Air Force base that's next to an Army base is a joint base.
Joint base.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
Bragg
Joint
is
base
not
San
Bragg,
Antonio.
but it's Bragg is parts of Bragg is by itself, but the main post is joint base Pope. Was that Pope that's there?
You got some of that area, but I know Joint Base Anacostia is up.
Joint
probably
base Lewis
Alaska.
McChord, like Fort
You
Lewis
got,
is now Lewis
you
McChord.
got the shit in New Jersey. Yeah. They all combining.
Yeah, and then you got Elmond Joint Base, Elmendorf,
Elmendorf,
Richardson.
yeah. They got Elmendorf.
Allison,
They
they're
got
all joint.
Allison, and all Army shit.
So when you say they joint, do they do the same training, but then they break off and just go to their different divisions that they actually?
So without saying too much, it's joint base. So that's the nucleus of it. And you obviously have divisions. Divisions meaning, okay, your specialty is X, Y, and Z. Your specialty is X,
I got you.
And we all come together as joint services.
All the resources are shared for that base. Like the hospital is going to be, they're going to see both brands. Won't be a separate Army hospital and an Air Force hospital. It's going to be just the hospital on that base that's going to see both.
But the uniforms are still separate though, right?
Yeah. But the main concept to this is forward deployed. You know what I mean? Okay. Whereas though everybody is interlocked together, so you don't get into an AOR and say, "Oh no, I'm responsible for this," because that caused more. Like you have a plethora of what this individual
and
does.
They know each other's lingos and stuff.
Right. So everything is kind of interconnected.
They train together now. Train tactics like they do exercises.
I did it when I was in Iraq. I did it like me and Army folks. You know what I mean? The Camo Army folks. We work hand in hand because we got to run shit outside the wire. You know what I mean? I got to bring the shit, the actual communication to the wire. So we was already doing the shit. We had the same career fields, but in the Army it was Camo, and Air Force it was Camo. You know what I mean? So now they just integrating everything together, which cuts down on man. I ain't gonna get too much into it. It makes sense to me, I think.
Hey, Ms. Palmer, don't feel bad. Recruiters lie to everybody. They're gonna tell your ass what they need to get your ass.
Oh yeah, they're gonna tell what they need to get you down the Mets.
Don't feel bad. There's been many of us lied to.
I thought I was joining the wax.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, because the transportation school
Army
for everybody is now at Fort Leonard Wood, even for the Marine Corps. They don't go to North Carolina no more. So when I was there, it's at Fort Leonard Wood.
Yeah, $1 million hole.
Yeah.
I was there.
And it makes sense because I mean, why not just get a facility and train all your armed forces versus having a branch with this, a branch, and it's all the same shit. You know what I mean?
They did that to be cheap.
Different perspective.
They did that to be cheap.
Well, they just gave them $1 trillion for housing.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that still.
That's about 20 years late.
I say that because when we in a mix, when we in a campaign, we together. You know, we are U.S. We together. You know what I mean? Whether it be whatever it might be. So to take a cheap route, you know, when you base the 1% that's protecting your country, I don't see it that way. I mean, we all got our own opinions though.
Yeah.
The Women Army Corps.
Ms. Palmer, they all that's merged now.
1977.
Now it's all just one army.
Salute, ma'am. How you?
Wow.
Damn, that's she definitely would be a good person to come on. That's salute, man.
Oh, Ms. Palmer's been around for a minute now.
Shit,
She's
that
not always
was
in the
my
chat.
born year. One of them was my born year.
Yeah, she's not always in the chat, but she's been around for a minute, Miss Palmer. And then we got a few women. I can't think of the woman that still works for the VA. She used to come on. I forgot her name.
This must have been years ago.
Yeah, it's been a couple years. Oh, what was her name? Oh my God, I can't think of that woman's name. Because I remember the last time she came on, she changed her profile picture to something.
Oh yeah, what was her name? Yeah. Oh.
And I said, baby, you may not want to do that.
yeah. Change the pic. Yeah. Yeah, that's back with the old crew because Love and Freedom used to come on all the time. And
yeah. Oh man, I can't think of, but she worked at the VA.
Yeah. She was because Virginia, right? Was she in Virginia?
Yeah, she's out of Virginia. Yeah. I can't think of her name. But that's been a minute. We had some women come on.
It's been a few years. It's been at least a year and some changes. I've been coming on because.
Yeah. It was before your time, Wallace.
Any reason? Like, are we too
just life,
or
just life?
Life, man. Things happen. Jobs change, positions, move on.
It's too many males on the panel.
No, we had some women. Now we got a couple women in here. They just don't really say much. What's the other lady name? She had left me a question about places where other veterans live outside the U.S. I can't think of her name. She came on not that long ago. It's more women watching than you think, bro. They just don't say much.
That's cool. Well, I'm trying to get another woman. I'm trying to get my homegirl to pull up, and I send her the link. But if not, she can at least motherfucking chime in, and it'll be a good conversation to see a different perspective on how they see shit, But obviously, I'm a send to you for your approval and whatnot.
Oh man, come on now, come on.
What everybody doing on?
Well, no, you got to do that because if the last time somebody came
remember
on
the last time? Yeah.
Oh hell no.
Hey, well. If it's a female,
you got to get your photo, your video.
Yeah, we got to see evidence who you are, that you got some clothes on. I can't even find it. But she wanted to know other places where veterans live outside the U.S. Jolly Rancher. Yeah, remember Jolly Rancher?
Yeah.
She asked me that question on here. So if I were to ask you guys, and I put this in the WhatsApp group, where outside the U.S. and U.S. territory, where do you think the most veterans are? The number one place. Most veterans are.
Thailand, Philippines.
Philippines is the number one country where most veterans are outside the U.S. and U.S. territory. It's the Philippines. Wow. Second, Wally said it, the Dominican Republic. Third is Japan. Fourth, Germany. And 5 is a tie, Panama and Mexico.
I mean, see, fortunately, we got the.
There he is.
What's up, Jim?
Live from unknown location.
For war?
What up, Irvin?
What up, fellas? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we know
what's going on with Irvin at. They can't get
How's it going?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm at home.
You know they can't get weapons up there.
Oh, yeah, they can, bro. They can.
Well, y'all starting early.
Okay. Are you back in Panama or? Oh, very well.
You gotta know who you're dealing with.
That thing shoot kryptonite.
This is massage gun, man.
Hey, I know.
I had one of those things back there in my bedroom.
Oh yeah, you got. Yeah,
I got one back there in my bedroom.
Hey,
Help break up that tissue.
That thing works wonders, baby.
this ain't no joke right here.
That's the truth. Ain't put that
And
on
also,
my head.
also got this attachment.
Yeah, you got the fork.
You know what that's for, right?
Yeah, that's the.
I'm gonna use my
Y'all
finger.
want to get your phone? See on the finger?
They got the neck attachment and everything. You got the one for your neck.
Oh no, I ain't got that one.
Yeah, it's like a fork. It's like a fork.
Okay.
I think that's good.
What you got your Unawave cap on?
I got waves, dude.
He said he goes say he get seasick
Had
looking
them
at his
all my
way.
life, man. You don't want me to take this off, do you?
He said
I'm fucking with
he said he get seasick looking at his ways.
you. Shit.
What's up, OG? How you been, man?
I'm good, man.
Salud.
Hey, you know Wally on that Ford Loco.
I'm
This
on
is
the
water. This is water.
water. This ain't.
Wally got that Ford Loco.
Yeah, man. What's been going on?
Gotta figure out what I'm gonna.
Not much, man. We just been discussing what's been going on in the States, bro, and looking at with this big bill that they just got signed and how it affects us
BBB.
and other people.
Okay.
What do you think about the whole thing?
Bring me up to date.
Well, you know, they changed some provisions in there for veterans that were protected that are no longer protected. So things like veterans who were on the SNAP benefit program, they didn't have to work. Now they do. Food
What's on the
stamps.
what?
Veterans who were receiving food stamps, right? They
Oh,
didn't have to work. They were exempt from working. And now that exemption is gone. Now they subject to work like everybody else, regardless, disabled or not.
wow. That's a hell of a change.
Yes, sir. So I don't know, man. And it's gonna be hell with a lot of this housing. I don't know, bro. I don't know what's gonna happen moving forward.
But you're already cleared on your paperwork with your house, right?
Yeah. I'm on a whole separate. I'm not on any of that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you're not on that. Yeah, okay.
Dude.
Yeah,
So
man.
I got that housing grant for 120 some thousand. And I can use that to buy a house, but there's so many hoops you gotta jump through to buy a house here. It's much better off just to get something in the state and then just go back and forth.
Oh, you mean hoops with the paperwork, or?
Yeah, there's certain requirements you gotta have, like a back door. Ain't no goddamn back door in these houses. Who the hell got a back door unless you?
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's like zoning.
Yeah, and it's Colombia just it's nothing like US, bro. We ain't got nothing here like the US. You know what I mean? I had to put my own smoke detector and fire alarm in here. Ain't no damn smoke detectors and shit in these apartments.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Wait a minute. That's a smoke detector.
Let me ask you a question, Doc. Was there a smoke alarm when you was coming up? Or did your mom and dad put it in there?
Did I have one growing up?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Shit. Damn house. Shit, yeah. We had one of the big ass
Did it
burner
come
stoves.
out?
Y'all was rich. Y'all got a smoke detector. We have no smoke detector.
Man, we had a smoke detector. That big ass.
You don't have no smoke detector.
Yeah, we
Smoke
did.
detector was get your ass out of there.
And listen, the only reason I asked is because back when I was coming up, that used to fucking irritate the fuck out of me.
Oh, that
When time to change the battery, so I know that my mom or my family was responsible for it. So that's what I was asking. If you had a smoke detector, you would know because that bitch would be beeping at the fucking month and change
Yeah.
the battery. Even
You
when I
gonna
talk to
change
people
their
now and I hear
batteries,
that
man.
shit, like,
Folks gonna change their
why you being
batteries.
cheap? Or call your realtor, change the battery out, or get up there, get a 9 volt, change this out. Beep, beep, it's for your life. That's just low. You,
That's too much. That's too much like making sense though.
yeah.
yeah, it was just it's too many things and too many provisions that they want from the US to use that grant that you just not gonna get here. It's just because you've been here. What back door you know in these damn 30-story buildings? There ain't no back door. There's no escape route. None. You either got to jump out the window or jump in the flames. That's it. There is no other option.
Yeah, you fuck.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
that's in most. That's in most. That's in any sky rise though.
No.
What sky rise?
Not in the States.
What sky rise in the States got a back door if you're on the 30th floor?
No, but they have those ladders and those escape hatches that you can go down
Oh
on the
yeah, we
outside.
got that here. Yeah, we got an escape route.
We
Because
ain't
the
got nothing here.
elevators ain't gonna work. So you're gonna have to take the stairs.
Yeah, ain't none of that shit here. We got stairs, but okay. The way this apartment is set up, urban as fuck. The kitchen is right by the front door. So if there's a fire, it's gonna be right at the front door. Where the hell you going? You got to jump out the window.
Nah, I ain't jumping out the window. Let's see some water down there. A pool. I ain't jumping out the window.
That's the only place you can go. The pool's on the roof.
Oh, you fucked.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn.
Hey, at least you won't burn all the way up. You'll be wet.
You gotta hope that you could jump out and grab a tree limb or something.
No, bro. I bought a those blankets the fire department have, those fire retardant blankets. I bought a blanket. So if there's a fire
You
nearby
gonna
the
turn it
front
into a
door,
parachute?
no. You can take that blanket and put it over you and go through the fire.
And go through the flame. Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's true. Especially if it's
And you gotta think ahead here, because
You gotta wait that motherfucker up.
huh?
It's better if it's wet.
All I know is, bro, you gotta think ahead here, because ain't shit in here. Once I had to go through that and I really started looking at this place, bro, ain't shit in here for safety. Nothing. You just in the US, this motherfucker been shut down. Day one, never open.
Yeah.
Same with the gas lines, bro. There ain't no turn off on these gas lines. The shut off valve? No.
Ain't no shut off.
Yeah, it shut off. But the bitch blow up. That's the only way it's gonna shut off.
Yo. Well, do they have a like fire alarm escape test in there in your building?
They got a fire alarm. They have an escape plan by the stairwell.
Do they ever do the run through?
Huh?
Do they ever do the trial run in case of an emergency?
Hell no.
I got sick of them doing it here. This motherfucker, man.
Dude, we've never done. I've been in this building probably 5 years. I never no.
But they tell you leave your apartment. If not, stay in your apartment during this time. We're gonna have a test run for 2 hours. We gotta make sure everybody's out of the building. Have your ID on you. Gotta.
Nah, bro. Now fire extinguishers supposed to be like within 6 feet, right? Man, that mother all down the hall. You didn't know. No shot. I bought my own. I got my own fire extinguisher. ABC.
Wow, that's crazy.
You gotta take it upon yourself, man, to do some of this shit. You gotta know where you are. You gotta take it upon yourself to do it. I'm not gonna wait on them. No. Hell no.
Yeah, you shit. Yeah, man.
See, I got you looking at your place now, thinking like, God damn, hold on.
I'm looking at the smoke detector right there. Yeah, man. That's something to think about.
Shit, I be thinking about this shit all the time. Especially when we had them earthquakes, urban, and you can see the walls waving. I was, oh no, hell no. You know, in this building we got a generator, but you know, I had to buy me some backup power just in case.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, we got a generator here too, man. And like when there's a water outage, we have a reserve tank.
Yeah, I got my own water here too. I got them big ass bottles. I got 3 of them just in case.
Just in case. Yeah.
I'm telling you, you got to think ahead because a lot of people not aware, bro. We about to be rationed on electricity. We done gave so much to damn Ecuador, we fucked up.
Yeah, man. They be having them little water outages here every now and then. But they tell you ahead of time what they're gonna do.
Ration electricity. Not me, dog. I got a bigger generator I just bought. It'll be here in 2 weeks. I'm not rationing shit. I'm not gonna be without no light. Fuck that.
Yeah, man. You gotta take your precautions.
Get a fire window rope ladder. Man, they don't make a rope ladder 27 floors up.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
Let's
that
call
ain't a
that
bad
ladder
idea,
a
man.
muscle.
You get it custom made. It's not a bad idea, man. That's a last resort, John, man. Like
that's
it
called
might be
bungee
6
cord.
feet, but no.
Yeah, you better all buy a
Sit down,
parachute.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Sure,
You better
sure.
parachute, bro.
Bro, you better all
Objective
buy
is to
a
stay
parachute.
alive. The objective is to stay alive.
Buy a parachute. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at one of them parachutes that they use.
Cool. But
I'm looking at the parachute they use to paraglide around. I'm saying, how much one of them motherfuckers cost?
They need to breathe.
I know.
Hey, as long as it gets you on the ground out them flames, you don't care. Just get you out them flames. That's all you care about.
Sure.
But I gotta move, Urban. That last earthquake we had here, bro, that shit fucked me up. Seeing the floor wave like that and the walls wave, I said, nah, man. I'm this high up. Oh no. No shot. No shot of survival.
Hey, you got no shot. You done.
So I'm gonna move, man. I'm gonna move something 2-3 stories high. Break your legs, but you're still alive.
You break your leg.
That's why I moved to the 8th floor. Because I was way up on the 27 out there, Doc, and we seen the shit doing this. And I told y'all I got in the elevator and the power went out. So I was stuck. You know, and I'm like, God, I'm done. So it's me and one other Colombian there. He was like, what he says, like, deal the deals, like, you know what I mean? Talking about God or whatnot. I didn't get you up like shit. God damn, I'm done. You know? We won't get my body. But the lights popped on. We was at the 27. We got to the 3rd, and the shit came back on. And he said, gracias. He said, I said, why you thinking me? He pretty much said, you bitch ass. You gave me my confidence to make sure he was gonna make it down there. You know, what was this? I had gave up.
Oh, he was here in Bono.
Yeah.
He was over in the hood, Urban. He over there with the electric power with the hot water with no GFI plug.
Oh, yeah. The water be to hit one of them culprits and mess your ass.
Yeah,
I
know you seen those, right? You seen them.
Yep.
The head is electric, and it's got a regular plug, and there ain't no GFI. It's just a regular plug there.
I swear I sent y'all a picture of me looking at that motherfucker.
You brave while they're taking a hot shower with that one, dog. Because I'm like, oh no, there's no way.
I was in California about 7 or 8 years ago at my buddy's place, and I took a shower there.
Recognition to the term he was shot.
And yeah, they had that little thing coming out the wall with a little portal to it. Look like some water sticking out. Oh man, this what you be shot with.
Probably your phone going off.
Man, don't worry about it. It's all good.
No shit, no it ain't.
Yeah, man.
Tie up, you can kiss that baby goodbye. Shit, yeah, man. I'm glad y'all do have a plan though, Urban, because you way up higher than I am.
Yeah, I'm on 58, man.
58 floor. God, bro, you had to take them stairs down. God damn.
I know, bro. That's crazy.
And that's down. You ain't going up, you just going down.
But if you want down, you in
How long it take you to
What
get down?
the little skyscrapers at? Out
On
that
the
way?
elevator, like 10 minutes?
Huh?
How long it take you to get down on the elevator? Like 10, 15 minutes?
Nah, man. It's like, less than that.
Gotta be at least 3 or 4 minutes.
When a motherfucker get on the elevator and hit 5 or 6 buttons.
Oh shit, man! I could imagine you on 58. They got to stop on
Ooh.
6, 7 floors. I'd be mad as well.
Yeah.
Oh, no, still.
Stop and you like, ain't nobody getting on the elevator.
Bruh,
Whose phone's that going off?
you go all the way down, Urban, to the first floor. You forgot your wallet. God damn, I gotta get it.
I've done it.
As soon as you step out the elevator,
I was there one day, forgot to lock my door, man. I just said, you know what? I ain't going to down the street. I'm gonna leave it open. I'll be back.
But yeah, 'cause by the time they get down, you gonna catch them coming out with your shit.
I said, but motherfucker, I'm gonna be on the 58 floor trying to break in. I don't know what to tell.
Hey, that's dedication. They deserve whatever.
Yeah, they deserve it.
The fireworks gonna be stable over there. If you see something on the cross, it's probably a drop.
What's the Scott
Make
pack?
sure it's everything goes.
Hey, what's the Scott pack? A Scott
No
pack.
impact, no idea.
Scared?
Scott Pack.
Scott pack. I have no idea what that is.
I don't know what that is, bro.
That's a dive. That's a fast vehicle. But Scott, I think I heard that. Let him come back. Talk about it.
I don't know, dog. But yeah, man, these new rules. Urban, what you think about all these deportations, man? The deportations. You for it or against it?
Hey man, listen, bro.
Are you in the
I'm
middle?
gonna tell you like this right here. I got a buddy right now that just left Colombia. He's a good dude. He ain't over there doing all that crazy stuff. He just over there for dental work. But he stayed in Colombia for 3 months. Okay, he enjoyed himself. He loved it. Guess what happened on the day he left?
Got robbed?
Oh, pulled him out of the airport. Hey, sir, called his name and everything. Called his name. Hey, we need to talk to you. Looks like you have overstayed. Remember, they only give you 90 days.
Right on the first
Tuesday.
one. Right on the first one, but you got to get it extended. You got to go and get it extended.
But see, he was leaving. He didn't realize he had overstayed. So he overstayed by 1 day.
Oh, it's $300 some.
He had to. It's not a problem. He paid the fine, but that just goes to show you can't go to nobody's country, states, and think you just gonna stay there like that.
Oh, hell no.
You can't do it.
So let me ask you, why should it be a
That's what's going
difference?
on in the United States. And I said to her, I said, do you think Brazil would let an influx of people come into their country for them to support of your dollars? She said, oh, I never thought about it that way. I said, yeah, think about it that way. Now, if somebody's coming into the country, and this is my opinion, if somebody's coming into anybody's country on a tourist visa or however visa they use to get in, that's fine because they came in legally. You know, you can't knock legal. But what happens a lot of time, an example, some girl over here I know came from Nicaragua. So she came on a tourist visa to Panama. They don't get 6 months like you get. Okay? They get like 3 months or whatever. So she get over here, get comfortable, and people putting all these batteries in her back. So she decides she gonna stay and
Mm.
get her a job. Right?
A job.
End up getting a job. So you have a lot of people, a few people, a lot of people in Panama come over here. They like it here. They want to stay. So they figure they're gonna circumvent the system, and they go. And there's always somebody that's gonna hire you, right? They can't. They're in charge. You know, taxes. They paying you under the table, but somebody's gonna hire you.
Yeah.
Panama has immigration enforcement here too.
Oh, they
And
paying.
you know, you see in Colombia where I know you're seeing like you got these areas where you got all these outside little markets and little restaurants. They got them here in Panama too, right? The fondas and all that, the little bars. Yo, well, Panama's version of ICE come through that motherfucker and sweep up everybody in that bitch.
Everybody and their mama, including the law.
The girl I was talking to, she had a court date today for overstaying. And not only just overstaying, working illegally.
Oh, they gonna ban her from the country.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she said she got fined. They charged her a huge fine. And I didn't tell her this, but I'm thinking, yeah, they probably gonna charge her a huge fine. And whatever lawyer she got gonna skull drag her. And she already struggling for money. And she gonna end up either having to fuck somebody to stay or she gonna get deported. One of the two.
Yeah, but Irv, you 1,000% correct. Because here they don't play that. You a day over, just like you said. You 1 day over. Oh, they gonna let you know. You got to come see it.
Now, if you 1 day over and you don't go to the airport, nobody's probably gonna know this, right? Until you get stopped for doing something, or you did something that you shouldn't have been doing, and you got caught up some kind of way. Oh, you're illegally in the country. That's the first thing they're gonna say. So
I'm the same way, bro. Because they look at it, because I think we're looking at it two different ways. For me, I don't care if it's a misdemeanor or whatever. You're illegally in the country. You got to go. You're not supposed to be there. All this about, well, they didn't do anything. They're not a killer. How are they there? Are they there? Do they have papers to be there? If they don't, they're illegal. I don't understand the argument there.
Simple as that. Simple as that. When you go to Brazil, you can get 3 months on a tourist visa. Now, if you're in Brazil and you decide, hey, I want to stay another month, you got to go walk your land down to the district police, federal police, and get an extension officially. Or you got to go.
It's just that simple.
It's that simple. Now, those are the ones that coming in legally and then overstaying. And at the point you start overstaying, that's when you become illegal. And a lot of them going out getting jobs, people paying them under the table. Then you got millions of people coming across the border not going through no immigration. So you need to account for everybody in your house. This is my philosophy. I have to account for everybody that walked through my door. Now, what if I got 30 people inside my house and I don't know who none of them are? They none accounted for. That's all I'm saying.
That's the way I see it, bro.
People coming into the country because
but
people be in Panama illegally. I can't be here illegally.
But people's emotions, they get involved because I know them. I've been knowing them for 20 years. Cool, but they ain't supposed to be here. They ain't supposed to be here, dog. I can't have sympathy for that. I can't.
Yeah. I mean, and then they try to pull at the heartstrings. Oh, well, so and so, he been here. He got a baby here now. Well, guess what? That ain't the baby's fault. That's the father and mother fault. Another thing, I was reading a thing the other day where, let me get this right. This guy was born in was it Germany? No, it was in some country. He was born. Oh, I think he was born in Germany. to military parents.
Mm-hmm.
And some guy wrote in the comments, well, if he's born, since the base is military, U.S. military, then that automatically means if the baby born there, he's a citizen.
Nope.
And this just goes to show that how deep the ignorance is, bro. Number one, neither of the parents were American.
Oh, hell no.
They were Jamaicans that were serving in the U.S. military, stationed in Germany. So the person said, well, the baby will be a German citizen. No, you are the citizen of where your parents come from, automatically. You're not no citizen of Germany. And then I read the thing on Germany that said the only way you can be a citizen of Germany if you are a child is one of your parents got to be German, or at least been in Germany for 8 years and have achieved naturalization. Other than that, you can't be no German citizen. So, which means that that child is a Jamaican citizen, not an American citizen. He's a Jamaican citizen because the father's Jamaican and the mother, his wife, she was Jamaican. She wasn't in the military, but she was Jamaican, and they were serving over in Germany. Other thing that people don't know, just because a base is in a foreign country don't make it U.S. territory.
No, it does not.
So that German base belongs to Germany, and the United States is leasing that base.
It works the same way too, though, Urban, with American citizens, because you're supposed to do paperwork with your child when you come
Exactly.
back stateside. And a lot of those people did not do it. That means a lot of those kids were never American citizens.
Yeah, you got to do, even if you got two, if you're in the military especially, and you're born on a military base, then your chain of command is going to push you to do the paperwork anyway. You got to get that paperwork done because you can't have a child out there stateless. You know, he's not going to be a citizen of the country he's born in because there's no birthright citizenship in that country. And you know what just happened, right?
I know with birthright citizenship, yeah.
The Supreme Court just ruled that just because you're born in the United States don't make you a citizen if you got foreign parents. If neither one of your parents have naturalization, you are not going to be a U.S. citizen. And
They haven't
was made. That law was made for free men that was born in the United States during slavery, so to give the offspring of slaves status in the United States. That's who that law was for. So everybody else then came and piggybacked off it and made it there and tried to make it there, but they just shot that shit down in the Supreme Court.
They haven't ruled on the birthright citizenship yet. They haven't made it.
They haven't made a ruling.
No, they ain't ruled on that yet. They ruled on the only thing they ruled on was the district courts can't impose nationwide bans. They should get to it in the next term, but they didn't make any ruling on birthright citizenship.
Oh, okay. I thought they ruled on it, bro.
Even if they don't rule on it to the next term, Trump is gonna throw those people out. He gonna start throwing them out. I guarantee he's gonna start throwing them out.
They gave, like we said earlier, they gave him a little cover so he can, he can pretty much. It's gonna take. By the time they got to go through the courts, but it's going to have to be like a class action suit in order for the district judges to implement any nationwide ban. That's the only thing that they ruled on. They said it's got to be limited. The scope has to be limited on when they can do it, and it's got to affect everybody.
So OT question is, Trump is going to change the law. If you're out of the country for so many years, you're no longer a U.S. citizen. Shit. Now, let me tell you why that won't work. I'll tell you why. Hold up. I'll tell you why that won't work. They still getting tax money from people who are outside the country. The U.S. is only one or two countries that still tax their citizens regardless of where you fall home.
I think Canada
is one of those.
It's only a few countries.
The U.S. is one of them. They'll never do it.
But listen to this though.
She's going to court for that now because she didn't pay her taxes in Spain.
Listen though, let me ask you this. If you are, let's say you are very rich, I'm not saying well to do, maybe you got $2 million. No, I'm saying you're very wealthy, up in the hundreds of millions of dollars,
Okay.
and you are a U.S. citizen.
Okay.
One of the reasons that a lot of those people have renounced their citizenship is because of the heavy tax burden.
Yeah.
So you had Tina Turner do it, and a few other celebrities did the same thing because they was getting taxed so much on the United States. And people say, well, if she ain't got U.S. citizenship, well, the passport she got from that country is just as strong.
Yeah, 'cause where did she go? To like Sweden or something?
Like Switzerland or somewhere like that. You know, and the U.S. doesn't have the strongest passport right now. There's other countries. There's other countries where you can go more places with their passport than you can the U.S. And not to mention, a lot of countries, when you come there and you got a U.S. passport, they have a negative sentiment about you. At the
I'm working on getting rid of this country.
That's the truth. You're not looked favorably in a few places around the world.
Especially right now. Especially right now.
That's me. You American? Nah, man, I'm from Hong Kong.
So you saying that the U.S. passport is trash right now?
What do they
No,
tell
I'm not
me?
saying it's trash. I didn't say it was trash. I said it's not number
I'm
one
asking the
anymore.
question.
It's not as strong as it used to be.
Wally put some sauce on it.
I ain't saying it's trash. I'm saying that there are a few other countries out there whose passports give them, they can go more places than a U.S. citizen.
You have to come
It's
back.
hard for to accept that there's no passport out there stronger than mine. But there are.
Can you give me the top 5 or the top wherever before the U.S. comes into play? What's the top 3, top 2? Saying U.S. is subpar. So what's the number one?
No, it's not subpar. I didn't say it was subpar.
He said it's not as strong. It doesn't have as much cachet.
It's not number one, bro.
See, now y'all try to gang up on me. I'm just saying who's number
What country
one?
has the strongest passport?
And
Mr. B saying
I
you have
said,
to
if we're not
come.
number one, we subpar. Y'all agree with Americans? We number
Who
one
said
with everything.
subpar?
Hold on. Mr. B says you have to come back and touch ground or your citizenship could be in limbo. Since when?
We don't. Mr. B don't. His cows don't feed on church. We don't know what he's talking about.
The only thing I'm saying is, look, you don't travel internationally because you know you got your situation going on. But my shit is going more towards these G's. Like, I mean, like when that type of statement is being said, like,
Wow, he's just saying that we're not looking. If you got a U.S. passport in certain countries, you're not looked upon favorably as you were before. Before, they welcome you with open arms. Now it's more like a tepid, we're glad to see you, but okay, you know.
You ever heard the term arrogant Americans?
Yeah, I heard arrogant Americans, the Pookie and Ray Rays, you know what I mean? So there's the stigma
arrogant
that's
Americans
normally put on us.
That applies to Pookie and Ray Ray.
Well, I'm just saying, as us as Class A gentlemen, when we travel, you know, they're gonna test our spiritual and whatnot, and they're gonna look at it at the end of the day, but they're automatically gonna touch us.
Okay.
Black, X, Y, and Z.
Hear what I'm talking about.
Even with our wisdom, like.
Okay. What I was talking about is some countries have more access to other places in the world than the United States because those people can go to those countries visa free. Whereas if you're a U.S. citizen, you are required to have a visa. You don't need a visa to go to, as we know, being a U.S. citizen. But some countries require U.S. citizens to have a visa to come to their country.
Which one,
The number one passport in the world is Singapore. They got access to 195 visa-free destinations.
So which countries that we need a visa? That our blue book won't. It don't matter. You know, besides whatever.
Okay, let me finish.
If you don't mind me asking.
Okay, number one, Singapore. Number two, Japan, Finland, France, Germany, Italy, South Korea, Spain, Austria, Denmark, Ireland, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Norway, Sweden, Belgium, and we still ain't got to the United States.
We can't use our passports in those countries. Is what you're saying?
You can use your passport, but you're probably gonna need a visa. That's what they're saying.
Okay.
You need both.
You
It's
need
just
to
like-
do an extra step to get there.
It's just like Europe right now. You can't even just fly to Europe. Not no more. You got to get a visa. You got to get a visa now.
Brazil, just like Brazil, right? In 2016, Brazil went visa free because of the Olympics. So if you was an American citizen, you didn't need a visa to go to Brazil. As of last year, as of this year, April the 10th, all American citizens, it was Americans, Australians, and two other countries, Canadians and somebody else, need a visa now to enter Brazil.
Okay. All right. Look, I mean, I haven't traveled since 2020, so thanks. That didn't like me. When I'm
I'm just saying, use that as an example. You know?
I ain't
Countries require Americans to have a
I've
visa.
seen certain shit as far as Brazil. You gotta do certain shit, but they doing it all around the world now, which is okay, cool.
Wait.
But here's the good thing though. We all, well, I'm not gonna, I would imagine we all qualify for whatever they ask us for as far as credentials, whatever it might be. So it doesn't.
Well, it's up to that country to allow you in. It's up to them.
Yeah. Hey, didn't Thailand change? Didn't Thailand change theirs too? For U.S. citizens, don't they have to do something prior?
Let me
They
see.
doing something with
Listen, I can look it up now. Smart Traveler. I can look at my Smart Traveler. Watch this.
Because I know they just banned recreational use for marijuana in Thailand. You got to have a doctor.
We're speaking of subjects. How many countries I can pull up to show how many they banned U.S. veterans?
Okay, the U.S. citizens, tourists entering Thailand for fewer than 60 days do not require a visa if you're entering for less than 60 days.
Okay.
OJ, we veterans. We have different. So let me know what they said. What it's saying about if it's differentiated between veterans or citizens.
Veterans ain't got nothing to do with international travel, bro.
Okay.
So he's wondering if there are certain countries that have restrictions
So we are
for U.S. veterans versus just a regular citizen.
That I wouldn't know.
Because like here,
because if I'm traveling to Brazil, if I'm traveling to Colombia, they're not asking me what my veteran status.
no, not unless you're applying for.
I'm not
applying for some type of visa.
Right.
When you didn't have to use that, you didn't have to say, "Hey, this is my status." But I'm just saying,
if you're a veteran, if you're traveling on military orders, that's something totally different. In the military, you just a veteran, and you want to go to a country, they don't care about your veteran status back in your home country. What does that mean to them? It's just like something we celebrate the 4th of July. I don't see no sparks in the air over here.
The only time they worry about that, Wally, is like here. You applying for a visa here, they gonna want to know, okay, what's your rating for mental health if you have one? This, that, the third, your background. You're gonna need a doctor to clear you, all that shit.
But you know why they did that, right? Because man, you talked about it, that because so many people was veterans going over there crashing out. That's why they did it. Now Panama, they don't give a shit that you're a U.S. veteran. They don't care American if you got a retirement. It don't matter if it's from a annuity or whatever the case is. As long as you qualify qualify for that $5 a month, you can be a pensionado here in Panama. Regardless of, I don't get no special favor because I was a veteran. Because I'm a veteran. You know, do they give somebody asked me that before? Well, you know, do they give you veterans preference when you go out to these places to eat? I'm not a veteran of Panama.
I'd imagine it's directed towards me or towards the Spain or whatnot, but we're talking about the plethora of veterans and whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, we already on certain statuses or whatever it might be, but I'm just saying, like, the people that's watching your channel, Markel, like, I'm not gonna come harsh like that. You know what I mean? I was asking personally, like, how it is over there, because I might venture over there, but
I guess I'm kind of confused on what you're asking because it seems like you're saying in certain countries, as a U.S. veteran, am I going to get any special benefit?
For the Chad, man, I've been to Panama. I'm asking on the spec, like you over there, so like I mean I know how to rock over there, right? Like I mean, but for the people that's watching, like that's what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying. I didn't want to make it like this way, like.
No,
When you
answers. We all want the answers.
Yeah. I got a question for Mr. B, dude, because I'm confused by this. What do you mean by he had to touch ground in the United States? This I don't understand that with Mr. B because I know people over here that's been over here for 20-something plus years. They ain't never been back to the States since they came over here. And nothing with their status has changed.
According to this, if you're a U.S. citizen, your citizenship does not expire no matter how long you're out of the country. You could be chilling in Brazil for 20 years and Uncle Sam still considers you a citizen.
Yes, because you know why, Urban? They gonna tax the shit out of you. You got a job, you got a company, you got anything. You gonna pay taxes. So I don't understand that whole thing about having to go back to the States because you're a taxable person. We're gonna get some money out of you.
Well, you're a tax citizen for life, unless you.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get that. I don't get why you can go back
unless you renounce your citizenship.
Yeah.
If you get government benefit, if you get Social Security, all this stuff, the last thing you're gonna do is renounce because if you renounce, it's coming. Don't fuck with that shit.
Yeah, man, I don't understand that. Hey, but today, Irvin, man, I was reading the paper today. Colombia's inflation rate
through the roof, huh?
Bruh, we are behind Turkey. Out of all the countries that we're partnered with, Colombia has the second highest inflation rate behind Turkey.
Yeah.
Bruh, rent here and the dollar just went down. It's below 4,000.
Rent is too damn high.
Bruh,
The rent is too damn high.
If it stays where it is right now, Irvin, my rent come August 1st is gonna be $1,700. If it stays where it is right now.
So it's 4,000. It's 4,000 pesos to a dollar right now.
Huh?
Man, I'm right. I'm
It's 4,000 right now.
Oh, it just went back up a little bit. It was down to 39.
According to this, it's 4,000.
Yeah, it was down to 39.60 today.
I'm paying about 8,000 more pesos than you, Markel. God damn.
Yeah, you about to start slinging them coffee beans.
Let me come over there and see you working in a coffee shop.
Okay, go ahead. No, all you gotta do is go down to the first floor and they out there with that good coffee.
Too much TikTok for this information.
Right there.
No,
that's where he got them what you say, that wagyu that don't touch the ground from TikTok.
Hey, it's it right here, bro. Second highest inflation, and that's from the U.S. You cut all them different countries in there. We the second highest behind Turkey. Man, And that's why I keep talking about, oh man, it's cheap there. Shit, I don't know where the fuck y'all living at here. Don't know where you living, but
Yeah, man.
Plays and steel, they used to be $100, $150. They paying $350 and $400 right now.
That's crazy.
So I'm like, man, that's why I'm thinking about moving out to the country myself. One of these smaller towns.
Well, it's gonna be cheaper out there.
Yeah, to get away from these damn earthquakes, bro.
You're gonna be eating at the phone every day.
Hey, just make sure you're on the high ground.
Oh yeah, you know that. I'm gonna do more research, guys.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be at the bottom
Man,
catching
what
all
you say,
that
whatever
water.
you do, you gotta be above sea
Yeah,
level.
because you get right there with them riffraffs. Get away from riffraffs.
Yeah,
Hey, but
man.
like those mudslides and shit that happen here, man, I ain't trying to live nowhere on the side of no mountain, no nothing like that. That's crazy. Mr. B said I don't have an account with TikTok. Okay. And I have not seen no Wagyu. I've seen Wagyu here, but not none that didn't touch the ground. All the cows here, all the bacas here, they on the ground.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hey,
All right,
that's
fam,
cool.
about that, man. I got fucking daddy duty, and I'm going to sleep because
We know
on
you
four
fried.
like still say, yep, I'm fried. I still say I'm four logos, but
You had no fireworks popping
bro.
off for the kids to see?
They just wanted to show the fuck out of this deal. Don't start that.
No,
They
I didn't
watched
see
all-
it.
I didn't show
attention.
you, but they watched it. They watched
Oh,
it.
okay. Okay. Yeah, I
I'm
didn't
about
see. My
SeaWorld
bad.
and goddamn and
Yeah, that's why I asked. I didn't see. My bad.
they got a chance to look at it. I'm about to go to bed. They gonna do
Okay,
the fuck.
yeah,
They
no,
know
my
I'm
bad. I
out
didn't
of this.
see. That's why I was asking. I know you close to this. I know they be popping off over there. I just didn't see it. My bad.
They popped off. Salute, fam.
All
I
right,
see
see you
y'all
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Shit. Y'all enjoy y'all evening, man. Y'all be safe,
Happy
man. All
4th,
right,
bro.
All right, man. Have a good one.
all right, bro. Peace.
Peace.
No, there ain't
Yeah,
too many
man.
changes. There have been too many changes, Urban, with too many countries, but I get what you're saying, though. I talk to people here, and they ain't trying to go to the U.S. right now. They ready to go to Puerto Rico. That's the new spot, Puerto Rico.
Well, they in the same danger.
But that's what they telling me here. They rather go there. That's where all these
Okay, you
people
want
are
to go to Puerto Rico because they speak Spanish, but you still on American territory.
going. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to
You
me,
just had a raid in Puerto Rico less than 3 days ago.
bruh. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me when they said it. So I was like, okay, well, hey, go to Puerto Rico.
They may as well go to the United States. That's the same as going to the United States, bro. I know they speak Spanish. Okay, that don't mean, bro.
I don't know what to tell you on that
The
one.
people in Puerto Rico got their own problems right now.
Or do they have problems? Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know, you go there illegally, but I don't see how you're gonna get there illegally. The only thing you can do is overstay. Matter of fact, if you need a visa, do Colombians need a visa to go to the U.S.? Of course they do. They still need that visa to go to Puerto Rico.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bro, you know they get in backdoor ways. They go through somehow from the DR. They get there somehow.
Well, yeah, the DR. Well, that's yeah. That's true. That's true. They get there somehow.
Always the loophole.
Always still. They man, look, people can figure out some shit. They'll shit. They had to dig underneath the ocean. They'll figure it out. That motherfucker.
They bring them in a submarine.
They'll figure it out too.
Submarine just docked a bunch of motherfuckers over it.
So they deported people in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, man. They're not playing. And I just read a report today, it was like yesterday, that they just pumped $3 more billion into ICE.
Oh yeah, they just passed that shit. Yeah, they just pumped a bunch of money into it.
I mean, so that means this shit ain't about to slow down. They
Oh
just getting started.
no, they about to ramp it up.
They about to ramp it up. They about to hire some more people too.
It is what it is, man. At this point,
Yeah.
if I was some of
Yeah,
them
it
people,
is.
I would go ahead and self-deport. Fuck it, you gonna give me $5,000, take my ass back where I'm from?
If you don't self-deport, if you self-deport and take $1,000, you got a chance you can reapply and come back. You can apply and come back. But if you don't self-deport and they deport you, you can't come back unless you sneak back.
If they put you in that detention center, yeah, you ain't never coming back. Legally, you ain't never coming back. Now, illegally, I don't know.
Oh,
Like
well,
that
you're not coming back.
That one dude on TikTok said he just sent him on a vacation for a week. He said, I'll be back in a week.
He said, well, I'll be back in a week.
Still, he got a TikTok of immigration dropping his ass off in Mexico. He comes back on the next day. Yeah, Trump just sitting on a week's vacation. I'll be back in the States next week.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. So,
But in Mexico, man, I mean, he can just.
He got a key to the back door.
I know some y'all don't know. That's what that is.
Hey, I don't doubt it, because they obviously got a pipeline to get in and out of the country. Some kind of way.
Yeah. That's true.
They got some type of pipeline down there going. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm look, I try to be legal here. Everything I'm doing, Irvin, is legal. They ain't trying to have no problems and nobody looking for me. Nothing.
Yeah, man, that's the only way to go, because I can only imagine everywhere you go, anytime you hear a loud noise, you're nervous because, oh, yeah, they coming to get me? Somebody knock on the door. You're like, come on.
Well, you can't drive, you can't go nowhere, you get stopped, anything happens. They gonna get your ass up out of them.
Hey, bro, I ain't tell you, right? I've been car shopping.
You ain't the only one.
What you looking for?
I looked at 3 cars last week. I got 2 test drives scheduled for tomorrow.
You
I
buying
looked
them
at
up? You buying them outright?
No. I'm trying to.
Gas or electric?
Huh? Yes. Man, the payment ain't gonna be but $380, bro.
Still, man, I'm not trying to have no debt, Irvin. I'd rather just come out 10, going 12 grand and just give me a hoopty.
I might do that. I mean,
Hey, you saw
I
you
ain't
saw
buying
them
no
coffee
hoopty in
beans.
Panama, bro. I ain't buying no hoopty in Panama. I'm totally disqualified.
I tell you, don't get up with Mr. Collins, because you know he gonna want you to send some of that pure
They
back.
was handing out some good deals over here, man. One lady I know that worked there told me that, okay, you're a pensionaire, all right? I said, yeah. She said, bring me your paperwork, and we got a special deal for you. I'll show you the deal we worked for the last guy we did. On top of the discount already, they gave him an additional 15% off. Not to mention, if you take a loan, the bank gonna give you a discount because you're a pensioner on the interest rate.
So
The
we got
Panama
special
Bank.
deal for you.
So
Do they run your American credit too?
not at all.
They do here.
No, sir. Matter of fact, let me tell you what happened. I'm sitting in there looking at the car the other day, and the little girl was talking. Another girl was talking to me. She said, "Oh, so she said, you like the car?" I said, "Yeah, it's nice, it's nice." She said, "Well, you have a bank here?" I said, "Yeah, I have a bank here." She said, "You got your cellular?" She took my cellular. Well, I know. I said, "What you doing?" She said, "Well, I need to call you. What bank you with?" She called my bank. She was on the line for like a minute and 10 seconds. Came back, said, "Mr. Wade, you got your license on you?" I said, "Yeah." Looked at the license, looked at the cellular, sent all that over to the bank. They said, "Oh, he approved, no question."
Hey, they brought you a bottle of rosé out.
No, man.
See, that's my
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was cool.
Look, that was my fault, Irvin, because I have not been putting money in my bank account. I'm gonna start doing it. As a matter of fact, I'm doing it tomorrow. I'm putting like $500 in that bank account, and I just got to maintain money in there to build my credit.
You got to do what?
Hold a couple of bucks until Tuesday.
Huh?
Let me hold a couple of bucks until Tuesday.
No,
I'm glad
tomorrow.
you paid you Tuesday for a hamburger today, goddamn it.
No, tomorrow, real talk. I'm gonna go put $500 in my bank account. I've been slipping, bro. I haven't been doing it because you need to consistently put money in these banks. That's how you build credit. Bro.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how you build status.
By making
I
deposits.
was with my bank, I guess, at that time for like 2 years, 3 years, and they just came out one day and sent me a notice via my phone and said, "Hey, we're gonna give you a travel card, $3,500." And then a year later, they came back and said, "Congratulations, you earned $800 more." Okay, cool.
But see, banking there is different than here. You can only put so much in this bank before they start hitting your ass with taxes. You got to stay below $700.
What?
You
Nah,
can't,
we got.
bro. If I wanted to go to the ATM, just say I wanted to go and transfer $5,000 to this account.
Right.
Man, you realize I would have to pay taxes on it the following year on my own money.
That's crazy.
So I got to make sure what I have in there is below $700. They just want to see money going in and out, that you paying stuff with it.
Okay. See some activity.
Right. They just, because like when you rent an apartment here still, if that bank account has activity for 6 months, they'll let me rent the apartment on my own. But if I got an account but I haven't been using it, I got to get a cosigner, a Theodore.
They might make sure you're a real person and you ain't
Right.
money laundering.
I'm about to show you the first car that I looked at.
What kind of car is
I
it?
can't say.
A Wraith.
Oh, yes, I can.
Did you say what planet we on?
Come on, dog. You fucking with me, man. Why? Oh, you got both of my accounts anyway, so I don't know. This one is called a Cayenne.
Was it like a coupe, a sedan, or SUV type? Was it?
SUV. It's a.
That's what I meant to say. Still, check this out, bro. You can buy a brand new car here for $12,000.
Well, this one ain't 12,000, but I like it.
Brand new car, dude. It's some Japanese company that's here. I gotta figure out the name. Jason was telling me about it. $1,000 brand new.
But what type of quality is it? Do you got?
I don't know about that now.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. I done rode these motherfuckers over here. I am totally shocked, and I understand why they will not let any of these Chinese cars bring their ass to the United States, because it's gonna shut down the whole market, bro.
Oh, okay. Good craftsmanship.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No doubt.
I said $12,000 for a brand new car. Yep, 12,000.
That's insane.
Got power windows in that thing?
I think so. I'm gonna show it to you. I got to go out tomorrow. I'm gonna go look at it. If it's 12 grand and it worth a damn, I might just buy one.
It might be though. But you ain't buying no car for 12 grand. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why.
GTV
right there. Ooh, that kind of reminds me of a Lexus front end.
Oh, this electric.
Oh, that's ain't bad, bro.
This electric. It's either electric or a hybrid.
That's gas. That's gas.
This is gas with that grill.
That's gas. No, that grill is vented though. See, when you get up on it, you can see the air.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hello, you all right? Y'all blowing some shit up?
How much is this?
This one was
with you or
like 33, 34, but they dropped it down to 28.
Oh, okay. I was in the alley.
And the payment on this was 300 and
in the front with all them trees and shit.
For how long?
Oh, I would never go that long. I'd take it for that long, but I would be paying this shit off in like 3 years, 2 years.
No.
Man,
Did
I
the
just don't
stuff
want
when
to
you
take on
used the
no
stuff
debt,
that I
Urban.
brought
I'm
down
debt
there,
free
was it
right
any
now.
good?
Yeah, me too, man.
Y'all let
It's
them
just a
all
thought
off?
though. I haven't 100% decided on it.
Did you let
That's a
them
It
nice
really
down?
truck.
goes to the interior though.
Nice little SUV.
Oh, I'm about to send you one now. Hold
Is this a
up.
crossover? Is this considered a crossover?
That's a crossover.
Okay. That's nice. I like that paint job.
Bro, that thing nice, bro.
Oh, was he
That's
good?
real nice. Oh, it's nice. Ain't no question about that.
Yeah, I'm getting my license. I already signed up for the class in August.
You know what?
Getting my driver's license here. I had to sign up for the class. I started in August.
You got to do a class.
Yeah, man. You I don't know how I work in Panama, but here you got to go to school.
But can I tell you how I work in Panama?
What you mean? What do you do?
Yeah, I probably had to pay somebody.
No, bro. You go down there, you apply for your driver's license. First of all, you got to go to the embassy and they got to get your documents translated. And then you go down to the driver's license place with the documents. Once you do that, they're gonna sit you down with your appointment. They're gonna sit you down in front of an iPad. Then you're gonna take the hearing test. You're gonna be looking at the screen. And it's gonna ask you which direction the sound is coming from. Boom. Then you're gonna they're gonna ask you, can you read this? Can you read that? This way, that way, up, down, CrossFit. The test took 10 minutes and walk over to the next office, pay $50 and get your driver's license.
Oh, hell no. It ain't like that here. Hell
Because
no.
they go by, you already have a U.S. driver's license that's valid, not
Yeah.
expired, in good standing. They're going to take that and they're going to use that to give you a license here.
So they taking your U.S. license. So you don't have a U.S.
They're not
license
taking it
anymore.
away, no. But they're using that as validation that you have a valid driver's license, that you know how to drive.
Okay.
Okay.
All that don't mean nothing here. Because here,
Yeah.
I got a driver's license. I go to there, they said, no, you got to go to school. They got like every level: motorcycle, car, SU, truck, small truck, large truck, CDL, all that, right? So you got to pay depending on what type of license you want. If you just want a car driver's license, it's close to $400 that you got to pay to go to this school.
God dang.
Once you complete the school, you're done. Then you just got to pay to get your license. I think that's like another $50 to $60, and it's good for like
Okay.
5 years, I
So
believe.
let me say this. So this is where in Panama your Americanness comes in play.
Yeah,
Wait
that
till
don't
you
make
see the
sense here.
interior, though, bro. Wait till you see the interior.
Yeah, here, man, I don't give a damn about your American license. The only time your American license come in play is when you're a tourist and you're renting a car. But once you live here, a resident, no, that shit ain't. You got to get one of their licenses. And which I found out, most people here ain't got no damn license. They just out there just driving.
2 weeks ago, she said, "Yeah, I'm gonna come through there, whatever." And I said, "Hey, I noticed how she was driving." I said, "You got a driver's license?" She said, "No." I said, well, "What happened to you? Get the hell out of here." Come on, man.
I know so many of these people, no license, Urban, no insurance, just riding illegal as hell. I'm like, we can't do this. No, sir.
That's wild. Yeah, this thing nice, man, but it ain't the nicest though. They got one here called the Chain Gang. The Chain Gang is a little nicer, but it's a little bit more expensive. I ain't trying to do too expensive. But this right here is nice, big ass screen. It's got the Apple, you got the Apple CarPlay, you got the the Google Maps, you got everything, man. Everything, literally.
I'm glad the steering wheel's on the right side. That shit on the other side, I'm like, I don't know about driving.
Oh yeah, well you in Panama, it's just like the US.
Yeah, that's nice, that bro.
Oh yeah, I like them two chargers right there.
Oh, this is a brand new one. This is 2025.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna buy a hoopty because I already know I'm gonna hit somebody.
They had this one. They had this one called a Ford thing. One of my homeboys bought one. I like it. Right. We went and looked at that one, bro. They done put a kit on this thing, everything, bro. And they want. The guy said 22,000, and that's out the door.
Wow.
That's including taxes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I don't want a brand new one, bro, is because I know I'm gonna get in an accident. I know I'm gonna fuck somebody up on a motorcycle. So I'd rather do it in a hoopty.
Yeah, doing a hoopty, you ain't gonna take that big of a loss.
Yeah, I my first couple years, let me just drive a hoopty, get used to traffic before, because I'm gonna get another Beamer. I can tell you that right now. My next one after that is Beamer.
I'm gonna look at the Beamers here, man. As much as I love them, bro. I looked at a Beamer X5 here, right? Just looking, right? A X5 3.0 with the M package. It's not an M car, but it had the M package. Very nice 22-inch wheels on it. Bro, that same BMW is 90,000 in the United States. That motherfucker's 113,000 in Panama.
Of course, international, baby, international charges.
113,000. And it was a beautiful car.
But it wasn't worth $23,000 more.
Hell fucking no, man.
Hey, you much better off. You better off going to the States, buying it, and then importing it to be over to the Panama.
Yeah, but then you run. You don't want to do that either, especially if it's a car that's under warranty. That warranty ain't coming over here.
They don't take that warranty over there?
No, sir.
Oh no.
Oh. Mm-mm.
Damn. But see, that's the problem.
Take all your services now. Well, I'm gonna double check that before I know. Yeah, you ain't, that shit ain't coming outside the U.S.
Damn.
Especially if you still owe money on it. Matter of fact, if you owe money on it, they're not gonna let you take it outside the United States unless you are military stationed. That's different. Oh, check out the next one now. That's the one that I really was fiending over for a brief second.
Damn, a little bit like a Range Rover.
Exactly. I can't pull it up. It looked just like a Range Rover.
What is this? Jet Tour?
This J Tour T2. This thing nice, bro.
That's the key. Hold up. That's a big ass key.
That shit look like it's a big ass egg in your hand.
Damn. Yeah, that look like a Range
You don't
Rover.
misplace that motherfucker.
Hey, you looking at the right thing though? SUV, truck, something. Don't want no damn car.
Hey, bro, what I like this right here, when you open up this back door, guess what it got in the door?
Who?
2 cup holders
In the door?
in the back door. So if you standing back there, got your little lawn chair back there chilling, you got 2 cup holders to hold your drink right in the door.
Damn. Oh, this is all-wheel drive.
Yeah, man.
How much is this?
This one is stickered at 43, but I could get it for 29 plus tax.
Wow. That's not bad right there.
Yeah.
You got the
Oh,
cameras
it's
on.
nice. Wait till you see the inside. Hey, and here's the thing: there's a company in China called Cherry Motors, right? Cherry Motors damn near own all these Chinese cars that come into the market, but also Cherry Motors is partnered with Land Rover. So look at this truck. A lot of design cues are coming from the Land Rover.
Yeah, that's where the design comes from. Because it damn sure look like one.
Oh, it looked like one. Oh, that truck nice, bro. And it's got what they call road presence, man. See them two things on the side, you'll see him, he might open them, I don't know.
Oh, that interior is nice. Peanut butter. Man, it's just like a Range.
Just like it. Just
I mean,
100, hey, just 80,000, just 50,000 cheaper.
This is a Range Rover.
Literally 50,000 cheaper.
So yeah, they basically took a Range body.
Well, Land Rover, yeah, like a Defender,
Rover.
like the Defender.
Yeah, the Land
Yeah.
Rover. I'm saying Range Rover, but the Land Rover changed the name, but that's the body of
Two
it.
cup holders right there.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see the cups.
He didn't open them though. Yeah, he did, right there. Oh, that's a hook.
Well, damn. I bet you if I go look at a Land Rover for 2025, you're gonna have the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. They do resemble, man. They resemble a lot.
29? Man, I just don't want no payments though, dog.
That was 29 out the door because I'm a pensionado.
Man, I don't want no payments, dog. Paying his rent's enough.
I know one thing. If I get the payment, I'm gonna be driving that motherfucker every day. And look at this motherfucker. Look at it though.
Yeah, that looks like a Land Rover. It looked just like it in the front. It just says Jet Tour. If you took that off and you showed it to anybody else in the States, they're gonna tell you that's a Land Rover.
They said, that's the new Land Rover. Have you seen it?
Yeah, that's a Land Rover, bro. All the way.
It looks like one.
They just don't have that big exhaust coming out the top of it.
No, I ain't got that. Well, and the interior is very, very, very nice.
You got cameras all over it. Cameras all the way around. Okay.
And so it makes you wonder, man. They had this guy, I listen to a show sometime. They had this Chinese electric car in the United States, got like 600-700 horsepower, blah 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 blah. And the car was only $40,000. So the guy's like, well, with everything that's in this car, how can Tesla compete with this? And just so happened, the Chinese are building their own shit now, and Tesla's biggest market is in China.
Yeah.
And now they putting a dent in their shit.
Yep. Tesla's biggest market was China. But man, they have some cars here, Urban, I've never seen before in my life. Companies I've never heard of.
Bro, they got 13 or 14 Chinese automakers here, bro. It's crazy.
That is damn sure a Land Rover, bro. That's a steering wheel. Yeah, that's a Land Rover. That's a Land Rover. I promise you, if I pull up a 2025 Land Rover,
I had to like you. That's a nice automobile.
Bro, a Land Rover is gonna look exactly like this.
That is a nice
that's equivalent to a Land Rover.
Yeah,
that's what it looked like. That's what it actually looked like.
Bro, those bars in the middle, those handles in the middle, and in the center, all Land Rovers have them. All Range Rovers. Range Rovers and Land Rovers have those. Those bars right there. Every Range Rover and Land Rover have them.
And as I said, it's at least $60,000 to $70,000 cheaper.
Damn. I can't do no payment there, bro. They knock another 10 off there. I could probably do some cash.
Hey, you be shocked. Man, this thing nice as shit, bro.
Oh, yeah. That's a Land Rover. Bro, I'm going to pull them down. 2025. That's a Land Rover.
Oh, they look alike.
Guarantee you.
Yeah, they look alike, bro. Ain't no question about it.
Would that be the Defender or the Discovery?
I would think it would be the Defender.
Yeah, the Discovery way bigger. Yeah.
It might be the. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's the Defender. It looked just like it. The headlights are different.
Headlights are different, but
The body.
that's nice. Oh, that motor nice.
Yeah, this is the Discovery.
They had one of those at the auto show here, and it was 113,000, 119,000, something, whatever it was.
Yeah, you buying the name. Yeah, you buying the name.
Plus, these Range Rovers and shit, they be having a lot of electrical problems, bro.
Oh, you don't have the cups.
No, they ain't need the cuts.
At least on this model.
Wait a minute now. Is this a Porter?
No, I don't think this is the Sport. I think this is a regular Defender.
So it's a two-door. Now, I have to admit, this one is nicer, but it's 120 grand.
Oh, damn. That moves. Okay. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, that motor nice. Ain't no question. That's a bad motherfucker right there. Oh yeah, it's expensive though, bro.
Yeah, the
Got the
seats.
carbon fiber in there.
Oh, yeah, the seats are different.
Yeah, this is the one I just showed you. That's what that one used to look like.
Oh, yeah, that shit there is. That's tight. But I ain't spending no hundreds in the I can't get it.
The Defender costs as much as the Range Rover Sport, man.
You know the Sport is way more.
Well, the lower volume Sport, not the V8.
Well, which one is the HS? What do you call it? The H? Is it the HSC? The H? It's the
Yeah, the one with the V8, yeah. Yeah, now that motherfucker there, that's something else. Yeah. But those are money pits, man. They got problems, bro.
Oh, after that warranty's over, you better get that bitch up before the
Pretty as
warranty's over.
hell, but, man, yo, you're buying problems.
Yeah, you better give it up before that warranty's over.
Oh yeah.
Because if you don't, you're gonna wish you did.
You're gonna wish the fuck you did.
Oh, trust me, bro. You've owned Beamers. You know. Let that warranty go when you ain't got no money. That bitch gonna be sitting in the yard looking at you.
Bro. You wondering how you gonna get it fixed.
See, anytime somebody asks me about a used luxury car, I give a damn what it costs. It could be $12,000. Bruh, do you realize what you're getting ready to buy?
I don't think they realize it, bro. They don't realize it. Because they don't take into account the money aspect.
2.0 liter turbocharged gasoline engine, but
Now that's the Range Rover, the 2025 version.
Hey, check when you get a chance. Check this one out. Oh, that's the big boy right there. Oh, hell no.
I had one of those, Urban. I had one in all black.
$250,000.
Bro, I had one of those in all black.
Yo, that motherfucker on one of those, if you get that stretch one, that motherfucker $250,000, man.
No, I ain't had that one now. But I had one all black.
Yeah, that's boss right there. That's electric.
But that's the 2025 version. Yeah, now this, I would never buy these shoes. I wouldn't give a damn.
No.
Never.
That motherfucker live in the shop. Hey, check this one out here though that I just sent you. I didn't drive this. It wasn't on my list, but I couldn't help but take a look at it.
Is this the same one? Hold up.
Oh, this different one. Check this out.
The one you just sent?
I just sent it.
Yeah, man. If y'all out there looking at luxury cars, bro, I ain't telling you what you should do with your money because it's yours. I'm just saying, if your pockets ain't, you ain't got a credit card or something you can put $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 on, yeah, you might want to leave that alone.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's your money. Do what you want.
It's your money.
Damn, what is this?
Bro, that motherfucker bad as shit.
Hold up. This looks like a.
Look like an Audi / Mercedes Benz with that big ass grill.
Hey, that look nasty right there, boy.
Bro, that motherfucker nasty.
The front
That
of
shit make you change your mind about some shit, bro.
the J8.
Right. That's nasty.
Wait till you see the other side of this mug, bro.
No, dude.
Is that
This
one
is
of the ones you were looking at?
I looked at this one too.
I've never heard of this company.
Yeah, man. I physically looked at that. They didn't have it black,
Was
though.
that Jacob?
I believe
Was
that black that day.
How you pronounce that? J-Cool or J? Urban, how you pronounce that? J-Cool?
J-Cool. J-Cool.
J-Cool.
Coop,
Okay.
that motherfucker nasty. I need that over here.
Bro, that motherfucker is straight up nasty, bro.
How much is this?
I think it's like 43, 44.
Man, that car be over 100 grand in the States.
Exactly.
What is that? That's the J8.
That's the J8.
Yeah, they got a J7.
Yeah, I didn't like the J7. I didn't like that right there. Different right here.
Is this electric?
No.
It's gas.
No,
I think this is gas.
A 2.0 liter turbocharged engine.
22-inch wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Japanese. Yeah, they gonna sell that
Oh,
in the
that's
States.
Chinese, bro. Chinese.
Yeah, Chinese. Yeah, I don't know why I said Japanese. They all related. But yeah, it's Chinese.
Boy, you wrong for that. Hey, brother, Chinese ain't playing this year, man. They ain't fucking bullshitting, bro.
That's
That
a nice
got
looking vehicle right
hey,
there.
it got a massage function driver's seat.
Bro, wait till they open this bitch up, though. Wait till they open it.
Yeah, the starting price in Australia is $50,000. Yeah, you can't tow nothing with it though.
I ain't trying to talk nothing, bro. I'm trying to look pretty.
Ain't towing nothing but ass. Ain't nothing in that motherfucker but ass. Ain't.
It's not meant to be towed. It's not meant to tow anything.
Look, speakers in the headrest.
Oh, this is the luxury version.
Nah, and you know what? This ain't even the boss one. This is the step below the top.
Oh, ooh, look at that dash. Ooh, that's nasty.
The top one got the what do you call them seats in the back? The split.
Oh, they got the split row?
It ain't a row. It's just two cabin seats.
Oh, they got two
Two chairs.
cabins in the back. Okay.
Yeah. This one don't have the captain's chair.
Yeah, because I got that's what my XC6. I got the two captain chairs in the back and then the third row seat.
Yeah, this one got the captain's. This one don't have the captain's chair, but the one I see had the captain's chairs in it, and it was 40. It was like 44.
Mm.
The only thing is, it's a little long for me. If it was a little bit shorter, it would have been in the running.
Oh, this is a big car.
It's kind of big. It ain't big like a
Yeah,
big
it's
Lincoln.
considered a large,
See,
yeah,
they're
large
gonna run
SUV.
in front of you right there.
Okay, got the heads up display and everything. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. This one had the what you call it now.
Okay. Yeah, they
Lot of-
definitely ain't gonna sell that in the United States.
yeah, you got a lot of trunk room back there too.
Exactly.
Red light in the back.
Oh, maybe this one don't have a third row seat, or either they laid flat. Okay. Oh,
Yeah, I don't
okay.
think they got a third row seat. Yeah.
It's probably laid flat. Yeah, I don't need a third row seat. That motherfucker nasty though.
Yeah, that's net. I got third row seat because my damn grandkids. Hey,
Oh yeah, they got it. That come with a third row seat though. Oh, you know what? To open the doors, you don't have to pull the handle. There's a button. When you hit the button, the door automatically opens for you.
Mm.
And close.
that James Bond. Oh, you can
Oh,
charge it then.
2 phones.
That's like the Jaguar, the old Jag. They had that same pop up. Okay. Nice animations on it. Okay. For the different sport modes. Okay. And the suspension.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah,
That
they
ain't
definitely
bad.
gonna sell nothing like that in the States.
Oh, them goddamn Chinese ain't playing.
No, that's crazy. You can.
Don Corleone, you got to do something about your internet, dog. All that money you
Hey.
making at Boeing.
Where Howard at?
I don't know. I think Howard might have went to the States.
Oh shit, he simply came back for the 4th.
Yeah.
Either that is cheap. What Mr. B talking about? Did he mean to say cheap?
Probably cheap. Yeah, he said that.
Shit, 50 grand ain't cheap.
Cheaper than what you pay in the States.
Oh yeah, definitely, because you're gonna pay about 70, 80 in the
So
States.
you can get a fly ass ride, top of the line luxury in Panama for less than 50 grand.
Yeah. That's nice.
Brands you don't know.
Yeah,
Because
they got some.
The good-
Oh, they got Michelin on it.
Some of these
That
jokers
is
come
nice.
with 10-year warranties, man.
10 years.
Yeah. And the girl told me the other day, your first 3 years of maintenance are free, and you got one guy told me you have 6-year unlimited miles.
Wow. Unlimited. That's unheard of.
That's unheard of, man. So they trying to put some spank behind that motherfucking warranty, bro.
Hey, man. I ain't mad at shit. Look at Don Corleone. He got to go outside. Look at it.
See that button? You didn't see it, but there's a button in the side of the door that you don't have to grab the handle to open the door. Just hit the button and the door just swings open for you. Just like on a Rolls Royce.
What up, Tommy?
You can see that they got some design cues from the Mercedes-Benz, bro.
And some of that's from Jaguar, too. Like that right there. That's Jaguar.
Yeah. That thing nice, man.
Yeah, that's for 40,000, 50,000. Dang.
45,000, bro. Look at that grill.
Come on, Tommy, get you one.
Want to what?
Hey, Sir Gooey Duck. What's up, Sir Gooey Duck?
Oh shit, he got connection. Captain Gooey Duck.
Yo.
Where you at? You at the new joint?
Yeah.
Oh, you can tell. Hey, what you said still last night? He don't have a ostrich hanging upside down in the garage, so you know it's the new spot.
Ain't no garage here.
Yeah. Hey, that's why it took you so long to connect.
He had the new spot. It's the weekend. He had the new spot. He ain't at work this week.
Oh, that looks. right nice too though.
It's brand new. It better be nice.
You just bought a new
That's
house?
the new build.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What
Barry
about?
selling that. Barry slinging gooey duck up there.
Man, Barry up in the mountains, Urban. He up there with the bears and the damn coyotes.
Yeah, he up there with the
Long as ain't no
livestock.
mountain lions around.
Hey, Barry up there hunting endangered species.
Hey, Urban, you didn't see that thing Tommy had, what was it, a couple weeks ago? Something, what was the name of that thing you were eating, Tommy?
Abalone.
Abalone. You know what that is?
Hell no, it don't sound like I need to put it in my
Hey,
mouth.
it looked like female genitalia.
So he over there eating some hyena coochie. That's all right, man.
That's good
Hey,
stuff,
man.
man.
Barry over there eating sauteed platypus.
Yo. Hey man, I ain't gonna get on you tonight, man. You know, it's been a while, so I'm gonna take it easy. Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah,
Oh hell no.
I told
There it
you.
is. There it is.
Hey, why are these rubbing it like that?
Come on, man. That it got a click too. How it taste? What it tastes like?
Like shellfish, like clam.
It tastes like Virgin Mary.
My man, hey, check it out, man. Barry has introduced me to so much new shit I've never even knew existed. Never heard of.
Barry either he gonna live 1,000 years or he gonna die a horrible death.
Yeah, man.
I'll survive in this motherfucker.
Yeah, you're gonna survive in the apocalypse. All right.
Oh, you eat it like it's a pasta, you just suck it out.
No, you can
Barry probably put hot sauce on the thing.
I just put that flame on it.
You want to put some wasabi on it?
Yeah, wasabi and ginger and stuff.
Just eat it.
Yeah. Just eat it just like that, man.
And you just go ahead and eat it, just like that.
Hey, that gooey duck, he eat raw.
I'm still here, aren't I?
That gooey duck, he don't cook it. He eat that raw.
Hey, that's like eating a raw. Hey, that's like eating a raw hot dog. Not gonna end well.
That's all good, though. That is all good.
That's good stuff, man.
Hey, man, that weather look nice up that old Barry. I don't know where you at right now, but I know you're at the new house, but
It's overcast though.
Where you buy the house at?
Up in the mountain.
What mountain, man?
It's a small town called Eatonville,
Edenville. What state is that? New York?
Washington.
Oh, Washington State. So it's gonna be raining like a motherfucker all the time.
Yeah.
hey, Steele, you see what Sutton wrote?
That's nice though, man.
What happened?
Oh, you can't
Hey,
remember
you
what
gotta
thing.
give it to him,
Yeah,
bro.
hey, Sutton. I'm with you. I was like, hey, hey, somebody called Gloria Allred. Because he just committed sexual assault in public.
Hey, man, you gotta give it to him one day.
Yeah, Barry, you got to send a video, man. Do a tour to the new place. Let the family know where it is.
Which family?
You know, we gonna come see you without acknowledging. Well, we ain't coming because we ain't trying to eat what you got.
Hell no.
You gotta worry about us eating. We might be
Yeah,
drinking,
he
but
worry
we
about
ain't
Hey,
No. You want to drink
Hey,
that either?
he got worry about eating not now anything.
drinking exotic drinks too.
Man, you
Oh,
take that juice
I
from
don't-
that
hey,
gooey
it's
duck and
probably-
put it in that ice.
His drink
Hell
probably
no.
got ice, gooey duck on ice. You know, he probably got their life juices in his drink.
Damn.
You know, he probably drinking gooey
It don't
duck shake.
smell like
That's good shit, man. I'm telling you.
You know, Barry like he be eating ostrich porridge and shit.
ostrich porridge. God damn.
Oh, Irv, you missed a lot, bro. You didn't. What you know about goat head soup?
Oh man.
I don't know a damn thing about goat head soup.
Oh,
Hey,
I have heard of it, but I don't know nothing about it.
Where's
hey,
Howard?
that go ahead had a full set of dentures.
Oh,
Hey,
that
that
head
goat
was
head,
in the
hey,
soup?
Urban, that in the soup is big as a goat head in the soup. Hey,
Full set
I
of
don't know.
dentures,
No, I changed my mind. I don't know nothing about that.
that goat had Delta Dental.
He said that goat had a full set of implants, huh?
Yeah, hey, that goat did not wasn't losing any teeth. That goat didn't have a cavity.
God damn. And somebody ate it?
I don't know.
No, hey, Mr. B, we ain't with that. That Abilene, hey, we good. We ain't exist. I'm not as adventurous as you and Barry. Yeah, I'm good.
Howard.
I stick to the rivers and lakes that I'm used to.
Okay, I know that song.
Here you go,
I
Irv.
stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to.
Hey, look at that. Miss, hey,
That's not going in the damn soup.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
going
what
in
it
the
is.
soup.
What?
In the soup.
Goat head soup, man.
Nah, bro, I can't fuck with that.
That goat had a full set of chompers.
I got my limits, man. I got my limits.
That's what he said. Barry can't. He got to bring
I've
anything he bring.
had,
Got to
I've
be
had
prepackaged.
pig feet.
Like
I've had
yeah,
pig feet. I've had hog head cheese, sauce, whatever you want to call it. I've had some crazy stuff, but nothing with the full head like that.
like we said, like that's what we told Gary. That's what we told Barry. Any cookout, you got to bring prepackaged materials.
That damn
Napkins.
goat was cremated, man.
Hey, anything he bring got to be prepackaged, like silverware, cups, and napkins.
Damn.
Hey, you don't you're not quick to get sick or anything, are you? You don't get sick real quick, easy.
Okay.
Irvin? Yeah.
Not really. Not really. I can eat mostly anything. I had bear soup.
Bear soup.
Yeah, when I was in Maine, I had bear soup. It was good. It was stringy as hell.
That's the goat head.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Barry, this is something that you prepared right here?
No.
Yeah, he left the eyes in and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, this is in India.
Well, at least he using clean utensils. Oh, that's a pressure cooker.
Nah, man. I know it. He's making it like it's a delicacy, and he's prettifying it and everything. I don't think I can do it.
Yeah,
I guess if
wasn't
I grew
raised
up
in
in
that.
goats,
Yeah,
I could do it.
that's like
'Cause people eat
that's
hog
like something you
head
got to be
cheese.
raised up in and not
That's the
knowing any
same way
better.
they do the hog head, though. They take all the shit out the hog head and make a sauce out of it. It's the
Mhm.
same shit.
Same thing.
It's the
But I
same
don't eat that
thing.
either.
But I've never seen a fucking goat. No.
Yeah,
And they don't put that hog head off in the goddamn pot, goddamn it.
yeah. Hey,
I know.
hey, this
All
look
I know
like,
about hog head cheese or sauce is after it's already prepared. I didn't see them prepare it. It might be a different story. I saw them prepare it.
oh yeah, that's like when I asked my grandma what chitlins was. Hey, until I asked that fatal question, I would fuck some chitlins up. Until I asked the question, she told me I was done. That was
Because you
the end
thought
of my
about the
chitlin
test,
career.
you said, well, that's where your shit go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't. I'm 13. I didn't know no better. But hey, once I asked that fatal question and I got the right answer, that was a wrap for me, cousin.
Yeah. 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 The chitlins will fuck your house up too, man. They be stinking like a motherfucker.
And that's what triggered it because I came, back in the day, they used to make you go outside where they cooked and cleaned that shit. So I came back in the house and it's like, what is that smell? What the fuck is that?
That's
Say,
a damn
baby, that's
noodle,
chitlins.
man.
Hey, grandma, hey, my grandma said, baby, that's chitlins. I was like, grandma, what's I said, but dear, what's chitlins? And she told me, I was like, oh, I'm good. Ruined my childhood.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Hey,
people still love it though. They know what it is. They still
oh yeah,
like
oh
it.
man, they buy it by the buckets.
Put triple juice in, hot sauce, all kinds of shit.
Yeah. Oh
Oh, they
man,
do the
up
same
until I
thing here.
knew what it was, I would fuck them chitlins up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. If you tell me what it is, I can't. I'm good. That's why Barry. That's why we don't trust nothing Barry bring.
Hey Barry, what about this
Barry
right here?
gave you fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex knuckles. See, what's that?
You ready,
Roaches?
Barry?
Oh, I know what that is.
Like,
I would never eat it, but I know exactly what it is.
like worms or beetle bugs or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Lava.
Yeah, see, that shit don't. Hey, I'm good.
Now, if you stranded somewhere and you haven't eaten,
Oh God damn!
I think I think I'm gonna die. I'm gonna perish.
that's
That's a
liver.
liver. Yeah, that's a liver. I don't like liver of any kind, so it don't matter.
Silverworm poopa.
Yeah, I don't give a pig liver, cow liver. I just don't like liver. I just don't like how it tastes.
Oh damn!
Like
That
iguana
motherfucker.
foot. They're like a damn iguana foot.
Barry awfully quiet, bringing back memories.
Hey, Barry, look at his chops.
I ain't
What
never
is
touch
it?
anything like that, man.
They made carne asada de rata.
Oh hell no!
It's
They
probably
put the
delicious,
seasoning salt on
man.
that. Hey, your man got the USAPA on. He ain't got the polo. He got the USAPA.
Oh God damn! Mm.
And my son called it the USPA.
Well, I'm not trying to prove a point, but I would have done it.
Hey, I'm not that adventurous.
You see who that ain't saying nothing, right? You see he paying close attention. He ain't saying nothing.
He probably thinking of a recipe right now. Look at that. That shit look like red beans and rice.
Oh my God! Where he at?
Eel
The question
jelly.
is, when did you discover that you could eat that?
Oh God damn!
What is that?
Yeah.
Mm.
What
Look
the
how you
hell
sitting
is
on there like that.
what's eel jelly?
That's good.
That was like eel membranes.
Mm.
What it cooked in?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm good. I stay with the burgers and fries, homie.
Damn!
What is that though? We don't even know what it is.
Eel jelly.
Mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah. That look like gel. That look like that look like the fat off of them, like gelatin.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, he went out back and threw his shit up.
Sperm.
He went outside and threw that shit up.
Oh yeah, you know he did. As soon as it said cut,
Stomach. People eat cow stomach, man.
Raw
That
cow
is-
stomach.
that is like chitlins.
Call
That
it
is like
tripe.
chitlins.
They call it tripe. It's
Tripe,
muscle
yeah.
lining.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, that's chitlins. That's chitlins right there. That's the same as chitlins, man.
Yeah.
I didn't like
they
that
do
either.
Everyone's getting the doo-doo out, cleaning it. Unless they're eating the doo-doo too.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh.
Oh no, this made my stomach spoil.
No, they cleaning it. They cleaning it. And damn, he's straight up eating that shit.
Oh my God.
Oh hell no.
Oh
Hey,
my
he's just like, fuck that doo-doo. I'll eat this.
Mm. Man,
Yeah, hey, that's why they can run as fast because they
Your
inoculated
stomach wouldn't be able to take that. You're not accustomed to it.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, you
right,
see how he
Barry.
looking.
Barry got a challenge for you.
What?
That real cow shit.
Yeah, that can't be healthy. Yeah, you gotta have some type of immune for that system for that.
Yeah, you can't eat that.
Yeah, cast iron stomach.
But they used to it.
Well, you know, they're showing commercials about health. Oh my God. It's raw shit.
Hey,
That's literally raw shit. Oh,
hey, I just got diarrhea looking at it.
I don't want to eating that day.
God.
Oh hell no! What the fuck,
Look, if Barry's saying no, you know, goddamn.
dude? He eating a condom that came up with shit.
Pretty much.
Nah, fuck
Hmm.
that.
Hey, if Barry don't want it, you know something wrong.
Yeah, that,
I'll stick to what I know.
Barry said, hell no. You know
What-
that's the shit.
What is this? Oh, he throwing that shit up. You already know. What the hell?
Silkworm.
Worm.
Silkworm.
Silkworm. Ugh. All right, I think that's enough of this. I'm gonna be sick of the motherfucker.
yeah.
Mm-mm. No, sir.
I won't do that shit.
Literally.
You won't do it? We know
Nope.
something wrong.
I got my
Not-
limits. I got my limits.
Damn, we
I got
found
my limits.
his limits. Man,
Yeah,
it's quiet as hell.
fuck that.
Where your neighbors at? You don't have no neighbors, Tommy?
Yeah. It's here.
Hey, you don't have nobody in the complex with you yet?
Yeah, I got one tenant. Another one coming in on Friday.
What you got? 4 units?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't have 3,000 a month to pay you, so I'll never be in there.
Oh, that's how much your rent is for each room?
Each room, no. It's rented by units.
It's a separate. It's like it's almost like apartments.
Oh, okay. And they're 3,000 a month each?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you got 4, that's $12,000 a month.
No.
Yeah, he ain't paying no rent. Barry ain't paying shit.
I live in one, so it's 3.
So that's 9,000 a month, and that means yours is paid for. You ain't shit, you good.
Hey. Business, man.
Right. You fuck around, get one of them balls. You get one of them balls and they got a bunch of roaches.
I think at 3,000 a month, you're gonna rule out a lot of people that bombs. There's gonna be few bombs that can afford it, but not too many.
Hey, it don't take but one.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Fuck
true.
around, been in somebody's house before, Urban. Laid back, came back to the house, took my jacket off, had one crawling on me. I said, "Oh shit, can't go back over there. Can't go back to that house no more."
That's
I mean,
that's
meet
one
you
of that's one
outside.
of the things you gotta worry about, because you don't know where the tenants came from, the condition where they came from. They might bring some friggin' bugs with their clothes and stuff.
That's true. That's true.
See, it was me. I'll make them shake all this shit outside before they bring it in. Hey, we got an inspection. Shake all this shit. Shake it outside before you bring it in. But you're right though. Paying $3,000 a month. Yeah, you're gonna get a certain clientele up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not gonna get too much riffraff.
No,
Now, if you had Section 8, it's a whole different story, dog.
no, it's
Hell.
guaranteed money, but this is not for that.
So you wouldn't live there if that was Section 8? If you had that for Section 8, you wouldn't live there?
Hell no.
Nope.
Why not? It's the same concept.
But no.
He don't want to be around them type of people.
Because they got they class them in four types: A, B, C, and D. A being the highest, D is the lowest, and D is the Section 8 properties.
So does that increase your insurance that you have to pay when you
I
have?
don't know. I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet, but in the future I might look into it because it's guaranteed money.
Well, Trump just put some policies in place,
Yeah.
so it might be very few.
Yeah. The big beautiful bill.
Yeah. Bullshit. They gonna find out the hard way though. Don't be fat, be greasy.
That's all right. It's a learning curve for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. As long as they don't fuck with my money, Urban, I'm good. They do whatever they want, call it whatever they want, let them checks keep rolling in.
Exactly.
They start fucking with the veterans benefits. I'm gonna be up in that picket line with everybody else.
Damn right.
Braces and all my damn braces on. Hell yeah, I'm be in a wheelchair. Raising I'm gonna have that flag like Tommy did when he was at that picket line.
Oh, did you see this past week? Was it this past week? They handcuffed senior citizens, handicapped senior citizens in their wheelchair and stuff.
Oh damn.
I saw something like that.
Yeah, I think they went to the Capitol to protest, and that's what they did.
Yeah. That was a couple weeks back.
Was it?
When all those veterans went up there.
No, it wasn't veterans. It was regular handicapped civilians.
Really?
Because their Medicaid and stuff is getting cut, so they went to find out what the hell's going on.
Get out of here.
Yeah, they put them in zip ties and stuff, man. Zip tie them to the chair, to the motor chair and stuff.
Damn.
In the wheelchair? What the hell?
Yeah, dude.
Well, you know, if you're in a wheelchair, you can hit somebody in their nuts, man.
Them Capitol Police fucked them up, man.
Oh, this is it right
They
here.
say, no, he swallowed me once already. I gotta time down. I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was about 9 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, that was on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
Man. Yes.
That's what's up.
Zip tie them, man.
Yeah, look at them. They got them zip tied.
So, man.
They got him zip tied in the where the hell he going? You ain't got the zip wheelchair tied down. You got his hand.
Hey, look. You know what's the purpose? He don't
That's fucked up.
disrespect.
They in a walker.
Hands zip tie behind his back, dude.
Yo, that's fucked
The
up.
man already, that's fucked up.
They can't do a damn thing. What the?
Yeah,
Come on,
you
man.
look,
Man, that's
but
what
if-
that
if-
took
if
off,
the
though.
white
You
dude-
see it?
hey, if
You
the
see-
white dude zip tied, you see that white dude wasn't zip tied.
I seen that one just took off in that chair. I saw that. He was rolling, bro. What did
Yeah,
he
he
do?
ain't zip tied. Look, right there.
Oh yeah, he's not zip tied, and he gone.
Is he zip
He
tied?
not zip tied. That brother right there. He's not zip tied. So they didn't zip tie everybody. Damn near though.
Yeah.
Oh, they zip tied him. Look,
No, the other one that they was rolling through. The other one wasn't zip tied.
now he trying to give
Oh,
her
they-
instructions to still use the chair. You done zip tied her. Well, what the point of zip tying her if she still got to use the
Yeah,
chair?
hey,
She's
he
gonna
he
use
got like cerebral palsy.
Dude, look at this shit, man. That's old people,
it.
geriatric,
I can't watch that shit.
handicapped people.
Man, she can't
Look.
even move. What the hell? Come on, man. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Hey, this didn't make the national news here. I mean, it wasn't on. I didn't see that.
I saw it online.
Yeah, they didn't broadcast that across America.
Nah.
Man, her hands were already like this. She can't even move her hands. And you didn't. Come on, man.
They don't
Hey,
care.
that woman in a motorized wheelchair. What do you think that? What type of threat they pose?
She got. They probably think she
If
got
you say,
nitrous.
Hey, you run that motherfucker in a circle. They ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
What the boy said.
You ever been kicked in the butt by a one-legged man? It hurts. Come on, man.
Hey, too soon. Too soon.
Come on, man.
I'm sure it doesn't feel good.
But still, though, man, to some of those people, bro, they want no threat to nobody. They just
None of them were, man.
Yeah, man, that's going
Only
too far, man.
only thing they was a threat to was the Golden Corral buffet.
The Golden Corral.
That's a damn shame like that, dude.
It is.
Hey, but you know what's gonna be crazy is when they implement AI to start doing claims for the VA, for Social Security, because you're gonna take the human element out of it.
Yeah.
Where before you would have the human element for sympathy, and you would be like, okay, I got to figure out a way to help. When it's AI, it's just facts. This, do you have this, and you don't? Okay, denied.
Yeah,
You know it's coming.
ain't no doubt. It's coming.
The more denials, the better they are. The more money they
Yeah,
can
it's
save.
coming. You taking the human element out of it? Shit, it's just straight facts. Oh,
Straight.
how much time did P. Diddy get?
They ain't said it yet.
Not yet.
I'll make a
We got
prediction. Already spent almost a year in jail, about a year in jail. A lot of this shit gonna be time served. I doubt if he do a year.
You don't think he'll do a year?
I think they go because he should have got bail.
He
for the
didn't get
charges,
bail. I know
but-
that.
No, they didn't. But
I
they
think
didn't.
he get bail
No,
because the judge for some
surprised.
reason didn't like him,
I
but
wouldn't
there was really no reason he shouldn't have gotten bail.
Right. They're making an example of him because they're for the charges that he got. Most people get bail for that charge. That they convicted him of.
What he was actually convicted of, which was
Remember what I was saying last week? Remember what I told you the charges he was gonna get convicted of is what the charges he got convicted of. That's what I was trying to explain to Howard. I was like, you can't have a RICO charge if you're only charging one person.
now RICO means that you're an enterprise.
Yes, and one person can't be an enterprise.
No.
And that's written in the laws and the definition of the RICO Act. Like I said, the person that he was talking about testified and got immunity. He didn't get immunity from a RICO charge because he was never charged with RICO. He got immunity.
And most
for the-
people was trying to bring in the
charge.
domestic violence and use that in this case. No, he
He
wasn't
wasn't
charged with domestic violence. Domestic violence is a separate case that he's already settled for $20 million, and she got $10 million from the hotel.
Oh, hotel, yeah.
Damn, she came
Yeah,
up.
she got 30. When she filed that civil case, that's when the government did the investigation, and they basically trying to railroad. I mean, I'm not saying wasn't guilty.
Oh,
But he
that's not to
wasn't
say he's
guilty
not a horrible person,
RICO.
but did he do those things that you charged him with?
Yeah, right. And
That's
the
all
RICO
that
charge,
matters. Got to
and
take
that's
the
why
emotion out of it. You know, oh, he's pussy. Yeah, he might be, but he didn't do that.
yeah, he wasn't. They didn't. You can't, like I said, you can't get RICO and you don't have no co-defendants.
So if you take
Not
the
only
money,
that,
if you take
but
the
he got
money
charged
away,
with prostitution,
Transportation, yeah, transportation, transporting
transportation of
prostitutes.
prostitutes.
so if you take the money from P. Diddy, would he plead guilty to all those stuff? If you take his money away, if it wasn't P.
Yeah,
Diddy,
he
but it was a
probably
regular
would have because
person?
he wouldn't have had, yeah, because he wouldn't have had the money to fight it.
And which another note today, if you don't
if
have
you
the
don't
money
got
to
a
fight,
high power,
what if
if
you
you don't got a
actually
high,
not guilty of those things you're charged with, but you don't have the money to fight?
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm about to say. Yeah, you don't. He didn't have. Most people don't
So
have
you
the
gonna
money
go
to fight the
down
charges.
for some shit you didn't even do.
Yeah, because you know a motherfucking court-appointed lawyer is not gonna go all out. They're not gonna. They're gonna do the bare minimum, and they're gonna
Well,
they
they
gonna
don't have the
advise
resources
you
to
to take
fight.
the first offer that they give you. Because they
Yeah,
ain't
that's
getting
what they're
paid.
gonna do.
So Urban, you think he's gonna do no more than one more year and he out?
I don't think it'll be more than a year, bro. Because
If they don't
he's
try, if
charged
the
with
judge,
prostitution, which is the least of all of them.
yeah, the maximum for both charges is 10 years, and that's if. So he's facing 20 if they run them consecutively, but that charge does not normally, under normal circumstances, does not get ran consecutively. It's a concurrent charge, and the most people get for that charge is 2 to 4 years. But I think they're probably gonna give him 6.
I don't think he'll get that much, bro.
But reason why I say that because the judge know damn well that a normal citizen would have got fucking bail.
What you think, Barry?
I think he's gonna get 6 years probation. Time served.
I think you're gonna get an ankle monitor.
That's exactly.
They
He's
could
gonna
have
get
gave him.
6
He could
years
have got that
probation.
now. They could have gave him that now, but they should. The
Well,
judge
because
told
if he
him
was
that.
on bail, he would have got an anger monitor if he was on bail. But they didn't give him bail. They're gonna keep him locked up until his sentencing. Now, what's his sentencing gonna be for prostitution? I'm saying he gonna get 5, 6 years probation. I'm sure, bro.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's just what I'm saying. I could be wrong in the two left too, but I don't see it.
I don't know. They
People
could
have gotten
they
less.
could
People have gotten less for the same charge, bro.
take his passport, put on an ankle monitor, and he can't leave the country for 5 years. You got to check
But
in
they could have
every.
did that for his bail. They could have gave him that conditions under bail.
Yeah, but this is what? How many times he tried to post bail and they denied him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, every time. But you got
Every time,
the Abercrombie and Fitch CEO. They got a $5 million bail.
But you can understand why they didn't give him bail initially because these charges haven't been proven or anything, so they're not gonna right. But now he's only charged with this. He's not even charged with the other shit no more.
But yeah, but the stuff that Abercrombie and Fitch, they got the same exact charges as Diddy, except for the RICO charge, but they got bail. They got the sex trafficking. Yeah, they was trafficking, and they were actually trafficking boys.
Yeah.
And they out on $5 million bail. Yeah, and he's out on a $5 million bail.
And they tried to say, well, what about R. Kelly? R. Kelly, he went to this is not R. Kelly. R. Kelly was pissing on young girls. Come on now.
Yeah. And R. Kelly, and with him, he shouldn't be the only one in jail. My personal opinion, everybody around him should be in jail.
Well, in this case, Cassie should have been charged too. Cassie should have been charged too. They gave her that immunity.
Yeah, no, Cassie didn't get immunity. They just didn't charge her.
But they didn't charge her because they wanted the big fish, so they thought.
So she didn't get immunity. She just didn't get any charges. Because because like I said, me personally, I don't think she's a victim.
Hell no, she ain't no victim. You heard what the Punisher said. Hey,
yeah, well, even by her testimony, even by her testimony, she wasn't a victim.
Nah,
Yeah,
she
she
wasn't.
probably regretted it afterward. You know, she probably was mad, and then, but you wasn't a fucking victim. You was a willing participant until you weren't.
She was arranging the shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You was a willing participant until once the money dried up. It's just like with R. Kelly. He got
She
away with a lot of shit until the money stopped.
she was her duty was like the same like the woman for the one that hung himself, the claim hung himself in jail. That's what she
No,
was
she
like.
was
MC.
Maxine Giswell. Well, no,
Yeah.
she had more freedom than Maxine had because she
She was
setting it up.
participating. She was organizing her own freak offs.
Yeah, without Diddy.
She was like, hey, Punisher, I need you to come through and fuck me tonight.
Yeah, you know what I mean, you said,
Yeah, I need you to nut all over my face. I'm gonna swallow your piss.
What?
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
Man, I'm a Christian, man. I can't be listening to that kind of stuff.
She was wait till Steele get on the phone. She was drinking pee, bro.
What?
Damn.
Steele. Was she drinking pee?
Who got this woman? Who got her pregnant? Then if she doing all that,
The white boyfriend, wait a minute. The white boyfriend, I'm not just because he's white, but her boyfriend at the time got her pregnant after they got married. But get this. She was dating this white guy. And one time the white guy called and asked her what she was doing. At the time, she was doing a freak call, and that was her boyfriend who she's married to today.
oh my goodness.
Isn't she married to a preacher?
No, he ain't no preacher. He's some little model guy. I don't know what he is now. Hey, another dude she was dealing with first, people tried to say, now see where that bullshit come in. Oh, Diddy groomed her. She was only 19. That's a damn lie. She was 19 when she was dealing with the first record producer before Diddy, which she cheated on that guy and went with Diddy. And at the same time was seeing Diddy and the first producer at the same time. So when she got with Diddy, they said she was 21. Well, she had already been with this other guy for 2 or 3 years, and he was a record producer. And he was 12 or 13 years older than her. But now all of a sudden, Diddy groomed her. No, she was already in the industry when Diddy met her.
Man, a lot of freaky ass shit they got going on now.
Yeah,
They
hell
were
yeah.
painted her mouth, man.
Bruh, I couldn't even, man.
And then the husband got to sit in the courtroom and hear this shit
Every
no,
day.
Mm-mm.
every day.
Every day.
Bro.
Hey, but 30, he got 30 million in the bank.
He won't get out mad because some other man done peed in his wife's mouth, but you wasn't even in the picture at that time. And this is all the stuff she did that you had no clue she was doing. Now that you know,
that's what
gotta
I'm saying.
feel some kind of way.
She wasn't a victim, and then too, she was dating. She was secretly. I mean, she was messing with Kid Cudi at the same time she was messing with Puff, and she even had a separate phone.
Man, ain't no way in the world I kissed that woman in the mouth again ever.
No, I mean he had to. Hey, and he had to sit there. I mean, I think he was even told her to file the civil suit.
Brother, ain't enough Listerine out there to get me to do that shit.
Man, you let motherfuckers. Hey, you let motherfuckers jizz all on your face, and oh no.
Ain't enough Clorox and ginger ale out there, man, to make that shit go away. No.
No, hey, you definitely wouldn't have my last name.
Jesus. But for money, hey, she got 30 million, so
yeah, and I think he was the and two, she got 3 kids.
Is it 2 or 3?
that's fucked up. Now your kids are gonna know about all this shit that you did. Oh my God. Ugh.
Not just the kids. The kids' friends.
Yeah, the kids' friends. Oh, them kids gonna be fucked up. They gotta do homeschooling.
The husband's family.
You gotta go to school and they call you Junior Jizz.
Hey, JJ. What up, JJ?
They got to get homeschooling, man. Ain't no way. No way, dog. No
at
way.
all. No. Hey, what Vince
What he
McMahon
said,
say?
I
No
would
way in
totally
hell.
kiss her for 30% of that 30 million. Man, no, dog. I'm sorry. No,
Nah, man. I'm keeping my distance.
Hey,
no, man.
Brian, you can drink curdled milk then.
Ooh, shit, no. This motherfucker using her like a toilet for real.
Bro, and it wasn't Diddy who did it.
They say your body, porta potty.
Yeah, it wasn't Diddy that did that. I mean, it was part of the freak off.
Yeah, did he watch though?
The only thing I knew about this case, man,
In that case, the only thing he's guilty of in that instance is a what do you call it? A cuck. A person who like to see their girlfriend or their wife get screwed by somebody else.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
people out there like that.
That boy was
What's
that boy's a freak. No doubt
Hey.
about it. That boy's definitely a freak.
From what I was hearing,
being
when
a
you
freak is not illegal.
but
No,
Barry,
not
didn't
at
you
all.
put that shit in there that dudes would nut all over the girl's chest and Puffy would lick it off or some shit?
No, I ain't heard that one. No, I ain't hear that one. I already took pictures of it, but I ain't hear that.
Yeah. That's
God,
crazy.
Barry put that shit in there. I said, man, there ain't no fucking way.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know if that's true. I don't think that was true now.
Yeah, that's a little extreme.
Hey man, what's not extreme from what y'all telling me so far? Shit.
Hey, you gotta draw the line somewhere.
They didn't draw no lines. They were freak
You know what I'm
offs.
saying? She wasn't a total victim. Like I said, she was cool with it until she wasn't. And I think that's when the money stopped. And then, like I said, once she stopped getting the benefits of that relationship, then now all of a sudden you did me wrong. No, you was a willing participant.
She threatened to kill him.
But that was my main, and the jury in the explanation, they kind of confirmed what I was saying last week about the RICO charge. That's what I was trying to explain to Howard. And he was
I take that back. She didn't threaten to kill him. She threatened to kill a guy that threatened her that he was going to release one of those videos. She told him if he did, she would dismember his ass.
Oh, they recorded, so the FBI had all with the
What are we
ring.
talking about here? Who has no
and that's what Diddy fucked up. They had the text messages and they had some of the recordings of the freak offs. That's where they fucked up at.
So hold up. So all those people that were there, they know who everybody is. They know who all those people are.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
The thing is, none of those people were people that you know.
Yeah.
I don't want no motherfuckers.
No, I'm just saying, there wasn't nobody. So people want to say that these entertainers and all that. But here's the thing, though, they were saying that there were plenty of people who went to those parties, but they were just parties. It was a party that if you was the in crowd, you went to the parties. But the freak offs was something separate from the parties.
Well, no, they have no. Some of them were separate from the parties, but they had freak offs at some of those parties where people left. They like to at a certain time, you know what was gonna go on.
Exactly.
You know what was gonna go on, so you get when they say you leave a puppy party at 12, 11:30, you leave.
Because
once they lock them doors,
time to go.
Yeah, hey, once they lock the doors, once the alcohol stop and the drugs come out, yeah, it's time to go.
From dusk till dawn.
Yeah. Hey, man.
But the thing is, though, if you at the party and the door's locked and you know what's going on, and I'm saying if you're a female and you stick around and you partake in the drugs, you're willing to.
Yeah.
But you know what's going on. You know it's about to be an orgy in this motherfucker.
Hey, yeah, all no response.
Let me tell you the smartest man on the planet right now. I'm gonna give it up to him. I heard somebody else say this, so I'm kind of barring it. You can never get Chris Brown caught on a charge because he's charging $1,000 to take photos and hug on him.
Oh, yeah.
So you can.
He learned his lessons from the Rihanna shit.
You will not get Chris Brown on a charge because you have already signed and paid your $1,000 so you can be in these photos and you gripping up on him and he gripping up on you.
Yeah, you know what to expect. But two, he learned his lesson from Rihanna too, because when the truth came out, you know,
She was just as toxic as him.
she was whooping his ass like he was whooping hers. She just got the back worst of it. Yeah. When the truth came
Yeah, she
out,
got the worst of it because then you got to remember this is during the Me Too era, and this is all women are victims. No, she was not a victim.
yeah, she was whooping his ass. She gave as good as she got. I'll put it like that.
Wow.
Yeah. This
And
Rihanna.
then that last girl that said that he kidnapped her, she lied. That was proven because he wasn't even in the house when she said he had her kidnapped, and he wasn't even in the fucking house. But
They say when Chris Brown have a party, including Drake and guys like that, they have these parties. Everybody's cell phones are taken at the door. You can't even have your cell phones in this party because
it's
you know
like a Dave Chappelle comedy show. They put your shit in your Faraday bag.
You ain't videotaping nothing.
No, like a Dave Chappelle comedy show. You put your shit in the Faraday bag, and you can't get that bitch out till they give you the key to unlock it.
Yeah, that's what Chris Brown started doing. That's what Drake them do. A lot of them do that because they know, you know how women are when they. Hey, I'm not knocking women, but you know they come to this right here. Them selfish, and they want to record everything. They want to let everybody know they're in here with you, and you want to show you. And plus, you don't want to be on somebody's Instagram inebriated. So they cut that shit out. You can't bring that shit up in here.
Yeah, you won't go viral on me.
Exactly.
Damn. Man. No, dog. It's that lifestyle.
It wasn't
that video right in one of my buttons. Shit.
It wasn't as one-sided as the media made it to be. Like he was just whooping her. He just went off with a woman beater and beat the shit out of her. No. And once like I said, but the truth, a lie is more sexier than the truth.
Yeah.
What's gonna get more clicks? Him being a woman beater, or they gonna be equal beaters? No, a woman beater is gonna get more clicks.
Being a woman beater because
It's
like I
Chris
say,
Brown.
she was and at the time, and she was a bigger artist than he was at the time.
No matter what, it's never a woman's fault. Everyone is painted as a victim.
Man, they gonna throw your ass out day one. You coming there to some cameras.
Yeah. You ain't gotta go home, but you get your ass up out of here.
They gonna throw you out day one.
That's true too.
No, that's why you make it. That's why you make her take a shower and get some fresh clothes on.
Yeah, everybody change and put on these white robes, goddamn
it. Yeah. You jump in the shower just in case you get some input. Like that, you get some implant somewhere. That shit gonna shock the shit out of you.
Take a shower, get your white robe. Don't forget your oil, and come on in.
Yeah, grab that bottle. Hey, grab that Johnson and Johnson.
They said he had oil, the baby oil, and not KY, Astroglide.
Hey.
He probably did. I know the Johnson and Johnson is through the roof.
Damn, boy. People behind closed doors, but hey, do what you do. Enjoy yourself. You only live once.
Yeah, man. You only live once, I guess. Yeah.
I don't eat my stuff behind closed doors. I eat it for all you guys to see.
And that alone is enough to go viral, goddamn it.
Damn, man.
That's wild.
Damn.
That is wild.
But you can get sued several times. Man, ain't worth fucking with none of that shit, man. No. Them NDAs ain't nothing to play with.
Money like that, bro. You ain't gonna hear from me. Ain't nobody gonna know I got it. At least nobody that I know would know I got it. Put it that way.
Would you still marry her after you heard all that? Before you got married, you hear your wife or your future wife.
This gotta be a trick question. This gotta be a trick question.
I'm asking you, would you still? Hold up. A woman worth 30 million. Okay, you go to court. You don't know nothing. You hear she's been used like a toilet. You still gonna be with her?
No.
Now you gotta remember something. You already got kids with her.
Hey, Markel, not long term, but I'm gonna have my I'm gonna get my 15 minutes of fame.
You got kids with her too. You know, you got to take that in consideration. And they are together, been together for a minute, but still got to hear all this. Be like, you did what? So she can never come at him for anything in the future, trying to get him at something. Be like, I know you ain't talking to me with your pissy mouth ass. I'm just saying.
Yeah, hey,
Would you still
know
kiss
the
her?
jokes or something.
Would you still kiss her?
No.
It'd be
Can't
hard.
kiss you in no parts of- Hey, I can't kiss you in no parts of your body.
Barry,
He'll get over it, though. He'll get over it, and things will get back to normal, and
No,
it'll be
Barry,
like it
no,
never even
no,
happened.
fuck
bro.
no. No.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm just saying, you
man,
know,
unless
some
I got
people they think
hypnotized
different than
or lost
us.
my memory, that just ain't no, dog. I'm sorry.
Man, I be walking around in a funk all the time, man. Like
One must
she couldn't do
dog.
she literally probably couldn't do anything right after this, man.
Oh no, hey, you know, I agree with you, Irving. She couldn't do nothing. It don't matter what she did. She's gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, it's like, what you looking at me for? I know you're not looking at me. You shouldn't be out all night. All the shit you did,
Knowing myself, nah, I couldn't. Man. I'm not. Hey, I
It'd
have
hard,
not
man.
reached. Hey, Mark, I have not reached that level of maturity. Y'all can tell by being on the podcast.
Yeah, you
I
know
ain't that level of
things, whatever
maturity.
you want to do, but I ain't reached that level of maturity yet.
Dude,
You can tell by the shit I say on here. I ain't reached that level.
no, dude.
Nah, man. I'm
Even if
knowing
you got
people.
kids with that woman, bro, I can't. Once you hear that, when you hear it, you visualize it. And
No,
you
once you
visualize
see
that,
it's video evidence.
oh hell no.
Yeah, man.
Mm-mm.
This
Yeah,
is documented.
it's
This is
documented.
in the archive.
Documented.
And then you think about
Like,
all
this
the
is a-
time
this
you
is-
done kissed this motherfucker and god damn.
That's what I said. Hey, we know why we know why Cassie's husband is with her. She with her for that money, and they got a kid now together. So he ain't
I
gonna
mean,
And
you
another
can't,
one, because she's pregnant. She's pregnant, you know.
bro, you
no.
can't take her nowhere.
She
You
just
can't
had the
take
baby.
around
She
none of
just
your,
had it.
bro, you can't take around none of your family, nothing. Everybody looking
Nah.
at this motherfucker
They need to
sideways.
move to a foreign country and change their names, bro.
Hey, last name Gustavo.
Yeah. Yeah, she got to change her name, man. It can't be Cassie Ventura no more.
I still couldn't kiss
They
her,
gotta
bro.
go into some equivalent witness protection program, man. Go send them somewhere.
They got go
They
ahead
need to
with
get off. They need to get off the grid. You know what I mean?
Oh my lord, bro.
They need to get off the grid.
I mean, the whole world know.
Just that. They need to get off the grid, bro.
Yeah, you in love, man. You still with that motherfucker holding hands and kissing, boy. That's
In public.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know, and then somebody gonna turn to you and ask you, hey man, which one of them dicks you tasted like?
damn.
Yeah, it's a fight every time. Hey, what you better say? Every night I got to prove my love.
Man, every day. But there's no way they could stay where they were living at before. They got to move. No way. No way.
Nah, ain't no way. I mean, I'm not like that. I have not reached that level of zen.
Yo, man, I'm not ready for that. I can't do it.
Even for 30 million, you couldn't do it.
No. Am I getting the whole 30 million?
No.
I mean, you got we cannot have a physical. There's nothing physical between me and you at that point. You know, you cut me a check, I get a little allowance, I go out and do what I do, you do what you do. But no.
What that don't work because she's gonna want intimacy.
I want
Hey,
to divorce.
the only intimacy we gonna get is a hug, and that's because we got clothes on because that shit's still in your skin.
Somebody said y'all being hypocritical.
No, I'm not being
Sometimes I
hypocritical.
see island dudes with big, healthy white chicks.
That's a whole different. That's a whole different ball game.
What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? That's a different topic.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally different because that's not your wife. You're not that's
That's
not your
tricking.
actual
You
wife.
talking about women going there tricking with island dudes versus this is your wife and kids.
Yeah, this is somebody that you have committed your life to. With you are not supposed to be with anyone else.
Yeah, this is
I mean, you had
that's
took
your
vows
wife,
for
man.
better. That's a whole different ball game, player.
That's it. That's your own Slurpee right there.
Man,
Yeah,
every
that's your
time you go in the
wife.
bathroom,
This ain't
every
your
time you
jump
go-
off.
bro,
This is
every
the
time
mother
you
of
go
your
to,
kids.
bro, every time you go to use the bathroom, you see her face right there. She just
Yo, man, that's crazy.
Well, I pose this question to you, Brian. Would you make that person your wife? No. The question is would you make that person? Would you make Cassie your wife?
so it's the same thing. You will do what you
No,
have
I
to
don't
do.
think it's the same thing.
Man, ain't no
No,
look.
that's
I ain't trying to be famous. Fuck that.
No, the question is, answer this: would you make her your wife? That's a yes or no question. And then
Look.
if you say yes, you see for the right amount. So that means how's
That
that?
means
So you can be
he's
bought.
for sale. He is for sale.
So,
But yeah,
so,
you can be
but that
bought.
goes to how is it? So explain to me how that hypocritical because you would do it for the price. We said we wouldn't. We have standards.
Oh hell no,
We wouldn't do it.
bro. Look,
She
I'm
cannot
not,
be my wife. That cannot be my wife. She'd be my jump off, but that cannot be my wife.
bro. I'm not rich.
I could never
I'm being dead serious when I say this, bro. I am not rich. I'm okay. I'm not rich. But
I'm
there are
with you.
certain things. There are certain things. I just that right there. No, dog. No.
It's when you talking about your wife, not
We ain't
your
talking about this.
girlfriend, not your jump off. You talking about your wife, the woman you supposed to love and cherish for the remainder of your life.
That you got kids with.
No. For one, if I know this going in, we're not getting married because I have not reached that level of maturity.
It's the same thing, man. You don't know what y'all old lady did in the past.
See, but that's the you know what the key point is? You don't know.
You don't know. Here you know. And
If
it's
you know,
documented.
if you know
and
it,
other people know. Wait a minute.
if you
other
know
people
it,
know, and
if you
people
know
have
what
seen it.
because you don't know what you don't know. What you don't know don't hurt you.
Yeah, but in this case, everybody knows because it's been documented. And
Yep.
it's been and there's footage of it.
I mean, we talking about human nature.
Hell no.
So give
Hey,
My
God,
man.
hey, I'm putting it like this: God forgives, I don't.
okay, hold on. It's
No,
like
it's
this.
not about in this case, I don't think it's about forgiving because she didn't do it to you. Right?
What would
This
Jesus
something
do?
she did
Jesus
in her
would marry her.
past.
Okay.
You know,
Okay, look at it like this. Would you date a porn star? Someone that did that for a living?
well, getting
No,
peed on and shitted on is two different things.
Knowing that she was a porn star, a current active member in the porn industry, would you marry her knowing that she going home every day? She go to work. She gotta get somebody to put some life fluids on her face.
Golden showers.
Now,
Yeah, a
bro,
lot of porn stars are married to people in the industry. They ain't
Look.
married to no Joe Smo because
Look,
he
real
can't. His
talk,
mental,
man.
his ego cannot handle that.
real talk, bro, it's all about you mentally. Would you be okay with that? You may start out thinking, I'm fine with this. It's gonna fuck with you eventually. It's gonna cause people gonna fuck with you, your family gonna fuck with you. It's gonna fuck with you mentally.
Dude,
It is.
But see,
There's-
that's the key.
there's-
What we said. That's the key, Markel. Like I said, I have not reached that level of maturity where I know that I can't deal with it, so I'm not going to subject myself or her
Yeah, a
to
lot of porn
that
stars
because
are
I
married
know I
to
can't
other
deal with it.
people. Yeah, a lot
So
of
that
porn
right
stars are
there,
married to other people in the industry, though.
yeah, that's what I said too. That's what I said. That's what I said. That's why I said it's not hypocritical because I'm letting you know I have not reached that level of maturity where I can deal with that. So I know I'm not going to walk into something like that because
Well,
that,
you know, she could never be more than just a jump off to you. You could never take her seriously.
yeah, because I mean, I know me. I know I have not reached that level. So there is no hypocrisy in that. When you know what you can deal with it and what you can and what you're not willing to, that's honesty. That's not hypocrisy.
Yeah, I agree.
So you worried about the money, man? Fuck the money. Shit, if y'all can't have no peace of mind, what good is the money? I'm looking at peace of mind, man. I'm sorry, I can't. Hey,
I can,
laying
hey,
up in a damn
as long as I'm physically able, I can make $1.
bruh. I could not see laying in silk
Hey.
next to this toilet. No.
I mean, like I said, I'm not. I'm like
No.
you said, I'm not rich by any means, but I'm okay.
No. No.
Now I make enough money where I can do what I want to do.
My credit score,
Exactly.
I can get what I want. I can get what I want. Not everything I want, but I can get what I want. No, I'm good.
I don't need see. Yeah, money makes therapy affordable. I don't need therapy. That's the thing. I don't need therapy because I know what I'm comfortable with. I'm not comfortable with that, so I'm not going to pay for unnecessary charge to be comfortable when I'm already comfortable.
Now, bro, if I
Right.
was dead broke with nothing, homeless on the street, okay, hey, you got me.
Markel, I tell you like this. I sold dope as a kid. I would never be dead broke. Before I changed and went to the military, I sold dope for a living.
He said you being closed-minded, bro.
No, that's open-minded. Because you know what you can deal with. Closed-minded is not even willing to deal with, but I know I can't deal with that. So why would I put myself in a position where I know that I can't deal with it? That's the opposite. A closed-minded is going in and not even trying. I know I can't do it. So why would I do? That's like saying I can't swim, but I'm going to jump off the diving board, knowing I can't swim.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. That's not logical.
Hypocrisy. Oh, come
on. I would implore you to look up the definition of hypocrisy, because obviously you don't understand the definition of that word. No, because they know what they do. No, you totally misconstruing it. Why would I blame for somebody for someone that's so dope? That has no correlation with what we're talking about. It has nothing to do with hypocrisy. Hypocrisy would be like saying, okay, you sold dope and I'm going around and telling people I hate people that sell dope, but I married somebody that sold dope. Yeah, that's hey, Ira, that's what it sounds like. Because
Brian S. All it is some people have pride that there's some things a man is just not willing to cross, and that's one of them. That some men won't do, others will. Someone will.
Some will jump at the opportunity because they like that kind of stuff.
Whereas Howard, I think Howard's in the States. I don't think Howard would do that shit, man. No, Howard, no.
I couldn't do it.
No, man.
I mean, give me your definition of hypocrisy, because honestly, I don't think you understand the definition of hypocrisy. Because what we're saying is the totally opposite of that. Because we know we're not going to pretend to be something that we can't deal with. That's the hypocrisy. I'm not going to change my morals and say one thing and I believe something else for somebody. No, that's hypocrisy.
See, the example he was giving of the island guys and the white chicks, they're going somewhere where people are impoverished. They're gonna do what they need to do to survive. It's just like here with women. You going
See,
somewhere
but the
people are
hypocrisy,
parties.
yeah, but the hypocrisy of that, but then they come back and they both in there, they hate, or they just approve of somebody doing things like that, but they're actually doing it. That's hypocrisy.
That's hypocrisy.
No,
Hypocrisy would
that's
be a
hypocrisy
preacher
in
standing up in the
layman's terms.
pulpit, a preacher standing up in the pulpit talking about life and God and all of this, but at the same time he out got a side chick.
Yeah, that's hypocrisy.
Oh, that's
But-
what.
yeah, and when we're saying that we know that we can't deal with that, so we're not willing to put ourselves in those positions where we have to deal with that and say something else. That's hypocrisy. So that is, I'm saying, unless you have a new Webster definition of hypocrisy, please enlighten me.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has done things in their life, bro. Everybody has done things,
Yeah,
right? But
yeah, definitely. And
as you
regret it
said,
later.
what you don't know,
Yeah.
right? But it's a whole different feel when it's on video. You hear it. She's saying it. This actually happened. You can't get that shit out of your head once you hear that. At least I can.
Yeah, it like case in point, another example. That's like me talking down on somebody that sold dope when I sold dope as a kid, as a young teenager. I'm not gonna knock your hustle, but I'm gonna tell you that that's not the smart way to do, because you're gonna lose in the end regardless. There's no successful body that got out of the game. I don't know anybody successful escape from that game, but I'm not gonna look down on you because you did that, because I did it. And I like to say, if somebody married a dope boy, I'm not mad that you married a dope boy. Just know what you're getting into.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I'm
when
not
you
gonna
get
look
that knock
down
on
on
the
you
door,
because how can I look down on you when I was that person?
just be prepared for that knock on the door because it's coming.
Yeah.
At some point,
Hey,
that knock on the door is coming.
hey, whether it's the local, state, or federal,
It's
somebody,
coming. It's coming.
and that's one reason why I got out the game, because everybody around me was going to jail and they wasn't going to state prison. They were going to federal.
And when they knock on the door, they not leaving.
Yeah, they
Not
could.
without
Yeah.
you. Not without you.
Hey, what Denzel say? I'm leaving with something.
You might decide not to answer the door, but they're coming in anyway.
Hey, what Denzel told Jamie Foxx? Yeah, I'm leaving with something. I'm from around the way. I'm
Get
leaving
some
with
food
something.
or something.
Oh, that's wild.
Hey, you ever see that? You see that interview with Denzel
Yeah.
Washington?
Yeah,
And,
he was
Jamie
talking about
Foxx
that award show.
at the award, at the Oscars.
Yeah, he
said,
wasn't
I'm
getting
leaving
the
with
award.
something.
I'm leaving with something. Man, I just
He
finished
took
watching
he
the.
took the gift bags and stuff.
Hey man, I just finished watching the Equalizer trilogy. All three of them, 1, 2, and 3, all in a row.
The 3 one was pretty. I like 3.
Man, that was gruesome as hell. 3 was gruesome
Yeah.
than a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, it was more. Yeah, he was more. Hey, he fucked people up more than that one than the other 2.
Yeah.
Dude, the opening scene, all them dead bodies cut up, knife everywhere. I said, damn. How come that movie didn't get as much pub as the other movies? What happened with that?
I don't know.
It
It's
came
good.
out right after. Was it right after COVID or right before COVID? When did the Equalizer 3 come out? It was either right before, right during the COVID, or right after.
Because all those movies were good. I didn't see nothing wrong with any of them.
No, they all 3 were good, but I like the first 2 better. Like I said, the one he fucked up more people in the last one though.
Man, that last scene.
He was more hands on.
That last scene, man, he was out there just plucking them off, walking in the house, standing behind the food, stabbed his ass in the back of the head. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Well, he was ruthless.
Yeah, he was tired. He said, I'm tired of this shit.
Man, he killed that one kid, man, looked him dead in the eye as he's dying, just staring right going down. I said, damn, dude.
Yeah, the Equalizer 3 was what, 2023? So, right after COVID, well, a little shortly after COVID, so people still wasn't really going back into the theaters yet. That's one of the reasons.
But that was a good damn movie.
Because what, COVID was what, 2021?
2020, yeah, 2020.
Yeah, 2020, 21. So they still really didn't really start going back into the movie theaters yet. I mean, not like they were pre-fucking COVID. Because I ain't been to a movie theater shit since COVID.
Yeah, I've been to a few. Been to a couple here. Yeah, they were but $2.
Yeah.
Damn. I get discounted movie theaters too.
The matinee, bro, $2, 8 quarters.
Oh, matinee. Oh, yeah. They did a little.
I ain't mad at them here, dude, for that. But I know one thing: I ain't going to no more of them damn amusement parks here. Them local conformers, urban. I ain't going to no more of them motherfuckers, dude. That heel, bro. That heel.
That's a Medellin Hilly, bro.
Nah, bro. This is different. I got a heel out here. That was motherfucking mountain. When you going down, you feel it. When I was going down that hill, I knew. I said, man, this is gonna be a motherfucker coming back up. It's conformer. It's real Negro conformer. That shit, urban. When you leave the office and you pay, you going straight down here. And then you go down another hill to get to the stuff. And then when you coming back, man, you should have seen all them cars driving down to pick up people and take their ass back up the hill.
That's fucked up, bro.
Man,
That's
that hill,
fucked up.
shit.
I can't even imagine.
Oh, I ain't doing that no more. If that shit ain't flat or look like it's flat, I ain't fucking with it.
Hey man, I got a pitch for you guys, man. I want to send you guys an agent that I created, and I want you to test it out for me.
An agent?
Yeah, you know, I build systems and agents.
Okay.
So what I want to do, I want to send you. I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to send you. I think I'll just send the one. I got to fine tune it a little first, and I'm going to send you the one that's. I built this agent for NBA updates. I just want to try it out. See what you guys think.
All right. Make it happen, Captain.
Or I got one that I created, Travel with Urban. It's a AI travel concierge, custom travel itineraries, visa requirements, cultural intelligence, scam awareness, and lifestyle setup for global living.
Okay. You about to get you a whole virtual office going.
Yeah, I got a whole suite, bro. I got a whole suite. And what I'm trying to do now, I'm going to beta. I'm still building them out, but I want to beta test it with some people I know just to get some feedback. Oh, maybe you should add this, maybe you should add that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Hey, that's $20 well spent every month,
Bro. Yeah. I just give you this right here, right? And this is what the system says. I didn't say this. Meet Kenneth Wade, urban globetrotter, 60 years old, retired military veteran who quietly built an AI empire while most people his age were settling into traditional retirement. After 29 years of distinguished military service spanning the Army and Navy, retired, blah, blah, blah. His military career wasn't just about service. It was about leadership, training, recruit, and mastering the art of systematic execution under pressure. Believe it or not, I wrote that part. But retirement, that's just beginning. Then it says right here, the awakening, October 22. While millions were just discovering ChatGPT, Kenneth Wade was already positioning himself at the forefront of the AI revolution. Within a week of GPT's public release, he was already on the waiting list. What started as curiosity became an obsession and then mastery. Over the next 3 years, he invested over 10,000 hours into understanding, creating, building with AI, not just playing around, systematic study, multiple books, prompt engineering, dive deep, AI agentic research, and spent countless hours till 4 a.m. perfecting his craft.
Yeah, 10,000 hours. Oh, he's an expert. He's a subject matter expert at 10,000 hours.
The numbers don't lie. 2,000 plus images created just within ChatGPT, 400 videos from Sora, countless creations across multiple AI platforms, 10,000 plus hours of hands, practice, and research. Now, I'm gonna tell you some of the things that I built. They just called it the empire. I built this thing called Urban 64 ecosystem. He didn't just build AI tools, he architected an entire lifestyle optimization system. The Urban 64 suite consists of 10, it's 11 actually, design GPTs, each serving a specific purpose and what he calls the ascended life, which is true. The first one I just told you, to travel. One is called Blaze Match AI, dating strategy, assistant, profile optimization, behavioral analysis, message crafting, international dating strategy for men. Urban Unpack, masculinity and life strategy, decodes male journey through 4 archetypes: mask, mirror, monk, and interrogator, focusing on discipline and emotional mastery. Urban Language Tutor, which I built. Language learning assistant, personal tutor for Spanish, Portuguese, and many others, including slang, cultural nuances, and regional differences. Then goes on, Urban Ledger Agent. Now, that's a good one. That is a personal data monetization, tracks your lifestyle, your wearables, and productivity data to create monetizable personal reports and wealth strategies personalized for you. So there's a level more in there. I even got one I call the DSEMP protocol to stop dudes from simping.
Hey,
All right, gentlemen, I'm tapping out. This fireworks shit is getting wild.
All right.
hey,
You got a fire extinguisher in your house. You got a fire extinguisher.
I say, I'm sorry.
Fire extinguishers.
I say all that to say I'm going to send some stuff out,
right.
one or two of the agents out to you, so you can test them out. All right.
All right,
No,
Barry's gonna be that. Hey, Barry's gonna be that neighbor that always he gonna be calling the laws on everybody.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, we about to get up off it. But go ahead and send it, Urban. I'll try it out. I'll put it out in the group. We'll try it out.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
I'm probably gonna send the travel one out. I'm gonna tweak it a little more. I'm gonna send the travel one out to you. But the only thing is, in order for it, are you a paying member?
Yeah.
Okay. In order for it to work, at this point, you got to be a paying member. Until I take it over into the APIs and scale it from there, then you don't need to be.
Right. Yeah, I'm a paid member. I just don't have Sora. I need to get on that Sora train. I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, I've done a lot in Sora, man, but I could never get exactly what I wanted. But they just came out with another one recently called VO3 in Google. And they say that's pretty good. I haven't tried it yet.
I heard about that one, but I don't really have any Google stuff anymore. I'm just strictly Apple now, though.
Well, you can still run Google stuff on your Apple.
Yeah, but
I'm saying, like, if you had Gemini, you can still run Gemini.
I know,
right? You can still run Notebook LM on there, but Notebook LM is a monster. That you can create podcasts on Notebook LM. No one else is doing that.
Yeah, so, I know you can change. I got another one. You can change your voice and do all that, and have it write out everything and use your voice saying it. The whole thing, and I'm not doing nothing. It's all AI.
I can create a podcast. 2 people will be talking about whatever I uploaded, and then I can join in the conversation.
Yeah. Hey, AI is crazy. It's wild. It is wild.
It's wild.
It's wild because I can pull up ChatGPT, put it on voice, and it'll just sit there and keep talking to you like it's a real person. The more questions you add, it'll keep answering questions, going back and forth, just like a real person.
Just like a real person, man. And the thing is, all of this stuff is still in its infancy. So imagine what it's going to be like 3 years from now.
It's moving so quickly though. Every year it's something.
It's moving quick. It's moving quick. I mean, quickly. They've never seen anything move this fast in the annals of history.
Yeah, but don't let it get into the wrong hands on some level of power.
It's already in the wrong hands. It's already in the wrong hands. That's why now you're gonna have to have a system of some type of governance.
Yeah.
Because it's bro, they already putting out videos stereotyping certain groups, and these videos look like real people.
Yeah, and they computer generated. So it's like
And computer generated. Like they showed this one girl putting on her makeup and talking. She said, I keep telling folks I'm not AI, I'm real. What do you think? But she's AI.
you can kind of tell what's AI.
Yeah, because when she moved her hand a certain way, the finger kind of went crazy.
Yeah.
But other than that,
And the way their facial expressions are sometimes too, especially on Instagram.
you haven't seen. I'm gonna send you a video. You haven't seen the new videos that just came out.
Bruh, on Instagram, you can tell some of those women on Instagram are AI or they ultimate. They change their body type.
Wait till they show you. Wait till they show you the one where they went to the hood.
To the hood.
Bro, had me fooled for a second. I had to do a double take and a triple take. I said, "This is too real, bro."
Wow.
That shit's crazy. Then you ever seen that guy doing the interviews on the street, talking to people? The brother, he always asking them girls about dating and stuff. They created one like that, man, and that shit looked real.
I saw that because matter of fact, he was just standing there and they kept putting people there as if that was real people he was talking to. If that's the thing when you're talking about,
I don't know if that's the same one. I have to go back and take a look.
Has a microphone. He always going up asking people questions because he's on TikTok. He always goes up and asks them questions. Is it in college? Are they in college? Is it college kids that he asks these questions to? But anyway, he's standing there. He has a microphone.
Seen it was just people on the street.
Yeah, but he's standing there with a microphone. There ain't nobody there. AI generates the people, put them there as he's asking those questions. They answer them.
That's crazy.
Because there ain't nobody there still. He's just standing there with a microphone. Like he's talking to somebody, but there ain't nobody there. The AI then fills it in with a person and answers the questions.
They had this brother, AI brother, was talking about he was gonna rob these people's house. You got to see that shit. That shit look real. He actually went in there, went into people's house, took a PlayStation, and it was so funny, but it wasn't funny because I see the stereotype, but it was a funny ass video. I'm like, man, come on. So if they're doing this already, imagine what what
in 2 years, yeah. It's gonna take over a lot of times.
And I'm a little disappointed because they still can't make a Cadillac where the bumper don't fall off.
Still.
Well, gentlemen, I appreciate y'all coming on.
All right. You go live Tuesday.
See you all on Tuesday. Happy 4th of July. Pretty much over. Everybody. Happy 4th. We got 7 minutes left, so y'all enjoy. I'll see you all in the next. I look forward to seeing you, Urban.
All right, enjoy seeing you, Urban.
I look forward to seeing what you're gonna see.
Let us know what you pick.
Yeah, I got some fine tuning to do on it. I'm gonna run through it, not tonight, but I'm gonna run through it, fine tune it, and I'm gonna get it out to you. And I need you to give me that feedback.
Okay.
And you send it on to him or whoever else.
Okay.
Okay, definitely.
Right. And anything I need to change in there, I can change it, and then you guys will get the changes as well.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, bro. Y'all have a good one.
Gentlemen.
We out of here. Y'all in the chat staying with us. We out. Peace.